Hello, hello. We're missing someone. He'll be here. Don't worry. How y'all doing? Am I coming in alright? It's been like more than a day since I've streamed, so I've forgotten how everything is set up. Because that's how I do things here. Holy shit, when I come back from vacation, it's gonna be a fucking mess. I can dab. Yes, you can dab. Yeah, so that was on the list of things I need to get done, and I didn't get that done, so, we'll get emotes later. Sorry, getting food? How dare you not be here? Oh, get food, please. That's what James is doing. I got my water right here. I'm gonna take a sip. There we go. Link scream, there we go. Let me check something real quick. So I want to check. Let's see.
If you're looking for the
Nope. Not YouTube channel. Sorry. May have heard me play something. Oops. Does this work how I think it works? Maybe? Integrates to Twitch. Fuck you. Okay. I'm cussing at widgets. Hold on. I'm trying to make Twitch widgets work with YouTube. I will find a way. You can't stop me. They have Nome up? Yeah. I have a few things I need to work on. I know you can get custom emotes. I know there's a way to do that. I'm like 100% certain that BTTV is able to. I don't know how, but I can finagle this to work with YouTube. I'm like 100% certain. Now the real question is, can I get all these things I want to do done before I go on vacation? Look, actually, just while I'm here. This looks cringe. Vacation, yes. Me and Cher are going out of town on the 23rd. We're gonna go visit her family for Christmas. Yeah, so next week we'll probably cut short if I stream at all. Yeah, we'll be out of town. Quithmouth, yeah, Quithmouth vacation. But there's still loyalty badges? What the shit? The hell is this? Okay, yeah, there's still loyalty badges. Oh. Yo, I see why I don't have access to this. Do you know how? Do you know the requirement for getting access to these things, like custom emotes and like, you know, loyalty badges and all that? You want to know the requirement? 30,000 subs? 30,000, not 1,000. 30,000. Looking at it right now. Whew. I'm gonna have to do a little more. Did you guys price me? You got Charmander? Fuck yeah. Wonder Trade has always been kind of boring on my end. I typically try to send only good like, because I was breeding Pokemon for a while there. I try to only send like pretty high IV Pokemon on Wonder Trade. Because even if it's not a Pokemon they want, it could be something they could use. Yeah, I haven't got anything too crazy. I've seen people get crazy shit though. What the fuck? This is a fucking insane requirement. Okay. That's another day. Holy shit. I'm gonna need to start doing videos in order to get that kind of, that high a sub count. Even then, holy fuck. Let's see, is there a way to do it through like a plugin? That might be easier. So people have Patreons? Seriously. Channel membership. Yeah, so the official way's a bit bullshit. What if I just did it anyway, without its permission? Oh, here we go. We gotta turn on sponsorships. What? This is bullshit. Hey, okay. That's just, we're just gonna let that sit there. We're gonna let that ruminate. Like the stream. Shit. I appreciate that. I don't think that's gonna get us to 30,000 too quick anyway. You might get the ball rolling though. Alright, so emotes, that's a no-go. I am stalling for time for when James gets here. What about it? What about the significantly more interesting sound alerts? Can I get... I want to know if I can get Link screaming whenever Hell shows up. I might just make a button for it. At this point. But I'm curious. Curious if we can get this to work. Yeah, specifically, yes. This is specifically for Hells. I'm okay with that. No, okay. No, this is. Oh, hold on. Maybe. Is this any good though? Oh nope, that is Streamlabs. Just kidding. Is not compatible with OBS. Is only compatible with Streamlabs. No, thank you. I'll just make a button for it. Hit a button, Link screams. That's it. Ew, I know, right? It's like I haven't heard that name in far too long. I'd like to go back to not having to hear that name. Yeah, why would you... I don't get that. Icky Slut. Yeah, why would you make a plugin for slobs without... I don't know. I understand... Okay, so there's... I say that. I do partially understand. Slobs is easy to mod, but like OBS is the one everyone moved to, especially after... Oh, hey, sorry. I'm talking over you. I'm sorry. You couldn't hear me anyway. It doesn't matter. He'll figure it out. But the point is, like, OBS is, as far as I understand, widely more used.
Nope, still nothing.
He'll figure it out. He's getting there. Be patient with him. I didn't hear him. He's very quiet. I'll have to yell at him for that. Turn the music a little bit. Well, whenever he decides to get here, that'd be great. Well, Grandma James gotta figure out the PC. Shit. I mean, you're kind of right, though. Well, Is he here? No? Okay. There are little people in here trying to talk to him. Hey, you there? I'm gonna take that as a no.
I can hear you.
Oh!
But for some reason, your volume is super quiet. Like, it's almost imperceptibly quiet.
Oh!
And I don't know what to do.
Why? It's a very strange issue. Am I... When you right-click me, am I turned up? Or I've been turned all the way down?
Oh yeah, you're all the way up on Discord. Talk again?
Hello, howdy, hi? Chat, am I coming in clear?
It's still almost imperceptibly quiet.
What headset are you using?
The same one as usual.
What the fuck? Did go right click speakers in the bottom right and go to volume mixer and see if anything went fucky there.
Oh, this thing. No, it's at nearly max.
Is that nearly max? Okay, well that's where it should be.
Again, I've turned up everything that I can of yours to max, and I can barely hear you.
We're gonna do program remove real quick. Hold on. I left Discord call and. All right. So how's that sounding?
Exactly the same.
Well, shit. I can say confidently this is something on your end. I don't know why though.
Same, and I don't know what to do.
Oh lordy. Is there just yet? It's Nim suggesting a Discord update.
I don't see one. It's not giving me the notification for it.
Have an update if he needs. Yeah, he doesn't have an update. Maybe just kill the whole application and come back real quick.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah. I swear to God, there's like a handful of people I know that I love spending time with, but I swear they are cursed by technology. That's one of them. James is one of them. Eris is the other. Uses for me that means Discord is connected to the wrong device. There's an idea. Get some water. House cat? Ghost is doing fine. The other little buddy. We started calling him Ezekiel. We're not keeping him. I can say very confidently that I've never seen Ghost hate another thing more in her entire life. I heard hiss for the first time. She hates it. She hates it so much. He's getting stir crazy because he's been pretty much exclusively been in the bathroom. And he's fed and watered and all that, and we've given him toys and towels, soft places to be. Like, he's taken care of. He's just stuck, which he hates. Understandably, I don't blame him. His wound is, I mean, it's getting as better as it can with the amount of time we've had him. He likes taking off the bandages. Yeah, because he likes to try to lick the thing, which is bad because ignoring the bacteria, cats' tongues are rough and they're just gonna open the wound again. No cone of shame? Yeah, no cone of shame. We weren't given a cone of shame. That would probably be beneficial for him, but no, nothing of the sort. slap that cat so fast if I wasn't allergic. He's so cute. Oh yeah, Ezekiel's like really friendly. Again, he's clearly very comfortable around people. He likes pets.
Hello.
Oh hey.
Hey, there we go.
All good?
Yeah, I did the hard reset.
Sometimes that just works. I don't know, man.
Yeah, as in like shut down the computer, then turn it back on.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, no, they were asking about the little cat we rescued. We've been calling him Ezekiel.
You've named them. Nice.
Yeah, but no, he's still not staying here because I've never seen Ghost hate anything more in her entire life.
Oh.
Yeah, so he can't stay here. I already knew he couldn't stay here, but he definitely with that. Yeah, no.
I get you.
No, I've never heard her hiss before, and man, wow, holy shit. She did not like that.
I get you.
Yeah, still, he's fine. Yeah, they're just asking how he was doing. Like, he's doing fine. We're still just trying to find a place for him. Hopefully before we go on vacation, but if not, so be it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so
Also, mind if I eat a sandwich?
the nerve, the gall, even.
Yeah, because I am absolutely starving.
Yeah, eat you goddamn sandwich.
Also got Milo, who isn't too far. Yeah.
Oh man, I part of me thought Milo kind of like cats, but I assume you've actually seen him with cats. I've not seen Milo with cats.
I have not. But like, I was just trying to think, maybe not. Just the temperament that I've seen Milo.
Really? I thought Milo would be like really friendly with cats, but like, you know, Nim says otherwise, so I'm not gonna fight that. So Nim's like, yeah, you've seen Milo with Milo with cats more than anything. He likes to play, and yeah, that's okay. That's actually valid because that's what I got. Because like, yeah, he'd like to play with a cat, but they probably wouldn't appreciate it back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Plays all the time. He is a very excitable little guy. So I mean, that's not. I don't know. He's just very small compared to Milo.
Yeah. I think I know what's going on with what was going on with my Discord audio. For some reason, my my earbuds, the things that I'm listening to, I'm still talking through the microphone, but I'm listening to you with my earbuds. For some reason, Discord registers it as two different channels sometimes. I don't know why. And one of the things I did was switch to the other channel and then switch back. So, yeah. Milo's a little spooky to his mom. Yeah. Milo is like probably twice the size of a cat.
I am significantly more than twice the size of a cat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cats are weird.
Yeah, cats can be picky.
Yeah, Hara's right. Hara fucking nailed what the problem was with your Discord. Like, as soon as you left to go hard restart, Hara called it.
Oh. Yeah, what did Hara say? Hold on, I'm scrolling up.
Let's see. Where is it?
I don't see it, but yeah. Milo.
Usually for me that means Discord is connected to the wrong device. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Well, for me, for some reason, like this same set of earbuds connects as two different channels on Discord. I don't know why. I switched from one of them, and I was using the other one before, which is why I could still hear you, but it was like imperceptibly quiet, which is why I changed to the first one, and that's why I can hear you now.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we've spent 20 minutes fucking around, and let me go ahead and move over to the other overlay, and let's spend more time fucking around. Oh shit, I forgot to set the game. Fuck.
It's time to become a necromancer.
I'm not playing Hades. No, fix that. And there we go. And I'll go ahead and hold on. Un momento.
Appreciate that.
There we go. Discord's weird like that. Yeah, it do be.
Yeah, what I want to try. I want to see what happens if I like, axe one of those channels from the possible options and just see what happens. It may or may not cause problems.
Very possibly. I have no idea. I've never seen something like that. But yeah, we're back on Final Fantasy XIV. This shit again. I feel like I need to fix the screen a little bit because something doesn't look quite right on it. It looks like it's getting cut off a little bit on the right, but that's small enough to where I'll fix that later. That's a
little bit, not much.
Yeah, let me. Okay, no, I'm not. I can't leave this. Hold on, 1 second.
Like, honestly, it's only like a couple
5 pixels. Apparently, it was exactly 5 pixels.
Ah.
Just quickly did the math. There we go. And fixed.
Yeah, that looks much better. Yeah.
Yeah, the little guy returns. Yeah, this has been a constant hyperfixation, but I don't stream it very much because I don't know what I would do. I'm not someone who does extreme content. We don't have a static yet. There's only 6 of us. We need 8 for that. So we don't have that, and I'm also just nervous about shit. So.
This is, and wow, it's a new record for me bringing up Dragalia Lost.
Seriously, right? Holy shit!
This was a problem when it came to streaming Dragalia Lost. Just the streamers that I would watch didn't often know what to do in the game besides like open up lobbies and try to play some hard fights with randoms or people in chat. It was hard to fill a 3-hour time slot with it. I'm not gonna lie, because it's the kind of game where you play a couple games a day, maybe check out the new event if there is one, and then quit. Unless you're trying to grind something out, in which case that's probably boring to watch.
Yeah, that's something because that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm doing a lot of grinding stuff. I'm trying to get really damn nice weapons, nice looking, mind you. It's not stats. It's usually a lot of big multiplayer games. I mean, there's something I definitely could, because I play this game enough. So we're like, yeah, I play the game enough where I just turned it on and start commenting over what I'm doing. Yeah, I could stream that. Yeah, sure. Would it always be entertaining? I don't know. I feel like I lack some control there, which is why I like doing a lot of single player games, because I generally know what's coming up, or if I don't know what's coming up, it's I don't know.
The best solution I've seen for like this kind of multi game problem is to have said co-host play game with you.
Exactly, co-host.
Does this mean that I need to start playing this game? Oh no.
Yes, because I was about to say the other thing, and this is so seismically popular. I can't even begin to explain to you. Hold on, something fucked up again. So seismically popular, I can't fully begin to tell you how big a deal it is, but blind reactions to the story. Yeah, people playing the story for the first time. Holy shit, that is one of people's favorite things to do, is to watch people play the story for the first time. I'm right there with them.
Yeah, and I understand that as well. My problem with that, and honestly why I probably would never stream a live reaction to something, is if I do the live reaction and begin to really enjoy it, I'm gonna want to play when I'm not streaming.
Yes,
and I feel like that'd be unfair to the audience.
Yes, that's absolutely valid.
It's like what if something. What if you're watching somebody play Xenoblade 3 for the first time, and then they just decide to keep playing on their own and get to the end of Chapter 5 without streaming it?
Yeah, like it's.
That's what you want to react to. That's what you want to see people's reactions to. The what the fuck stuff.
No, it's definitely understandable. Some people have more discipline than I do.
Also, I appreciate the disco light in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's a Christmas light in the basement. Yeah. Nim over here completely redecorated everything for Christmas, like, nice. I think an hour ago.
Wait, who's that on the ground?
That's Nim.
Oh.
Yeah, he's having a nap, one of his alt characters.
Nim worked so hard and then passed out. Yeah,
well, it's a damn nice, like, I liked our basement before, because it had a big old fuck-off table. It was kind of cool, but this is like, damn, this is so much better.
Yeah.
Are you dead? Are you actually dead? Or are you just playing dead? Okay. Because you can actually die. That's kind of funny.
You can die in the house, really?
Sure, I can do it now.
Oh, like there's a kill button.
You could say that.
Or just explode, sure.
You could say this, yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Um,
I can't argue with that.
but yeah, like it looks really nice. Like I like how because this armoire over here is usually for like glamour and shit, but it fits really nice just kind of here and as a nice little set piece. I like it. I think you do a really good job.
Yeah.
I'm a corpse. Hold on. I'll come get you. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. I don't really
Wait,
want.
can you not just like respawn?
Oh yeah, I could. I don't want to.
Oh.
Yeah, we got someone right there.
Point far away. Hello.
I mean, it's a quick teleport away, so it's not really that far. I'm just lazy.
Fair.
It looks weird because I have some, like other people's spell effects turned off, so you just fling around the staff.
I mean, on the one hand, I like seeing other people's spell effects when you're in a party of 4. If you're in a party of 24, no.
Yeah, party like even with a party of 8, because that's probably what everyone will see the most, aside from a party of 4. There's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit on the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Green white explosions, heals cast from across the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll turn it back on just for shits and giggles, and then
See how long it'll take for your computer to become a toaster.
Yeah, it's like especially if your computer is a little bit shy on the specs, you probably want to turn that off.
Yeah.
So you don't fry your computer. Again, it's a fun little novelty, but it's probably best you turn that off. Aside from because you can turn off, basically there's something called limited instead of having it on or off. There's a limited option, which will show you all of the player spells that are basically relevant to you, which is to say AOE's they put on the ground.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if there's a healing bubble that you want to stand in, that will be very visible to you. If there's a damaging AoE that will damage enemies, and you want to drag enemies over there, you can see that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like that. I feel like you'd want to see that regardless.
Exactly. So turning off, if you turn off spell effects, I like completely off. I think those don't show either, which is bad.
Oh, jeez. So yeah, that's not good.
Limited is the way to go because that'll show you only what you need to see.
Yeah, this is bring it again to Dragalia Lost. In that game, with the lowest visual settings, at least, to its credit, with the lowest visual settings, you will still see every like buff or debuff zone that is cast, and they will be color coded actually for what they do. A green one will show you a yellow one. I think was debuff for enemies, like drag enemies there. And then I think a red one is a buff for you.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think that's how it was. I played on medium settings so that I could actually see the visual effects.
There's a quick way to check. Wait. No.
Wait.
Oh, no.
I mean, there are always videos online. I'm sure a lot of people I watched used to put the game on low settings just so they could have a stable frame rate.
True. That makes sense.
Depends on what phone you had. God knows I can't afford to get the brand new iPhone every year. I can't keep up with that
when
shit.
can I port Dragalia Lost over to a Nokia? Then they can never take the game away from me. That should stay in there forever. Alright, let's see here. Where the fuck?
Oh yeah, visual noise as well. I understand Hatter.
Yeah. That's the big thing, is the visual noise. It's like, holy shit, there's too much going on.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is it time to enter the... What's it called again?
Palace of the Dead.
Palace of the Dead, thank you.
Yeah, I love having Dragalia Lost right next to Snake on the same phone.
Nah.
Alright, let's see here. Yep, I got my Aether Pool armor all cranked out. That's all good to go. Hold on, reset progress. Why am I on... I'm gonna keep that there just for now, because I don't...
Wonder if there is a modern Nokia phone that could run the game. I don't know. I don't know that much about them.
You would enter the ruins alone? Yeah, I like how they have special dialogue. Like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Challenge run.
And floor 1. Oh boy, guess who's back? Back again!
Oh boy.
It feels weird having jack shit worth of items.
I assume same classes as you were last time.
Yes, I got different drip this time, looking more like a yeehaw cowboy.
Yeehaw. Also, your gun is very angry.
Yeah, it's cranked out. It's gonna look kind of angry. This one... Forgot to put some shit on my hotbar, that's fine.
Yeah, I ask I'm not sure about Nokia phones, and how like powerful they are. I do know that like the only time when like there was only once during the game's life that that they specifically said this model device will no longer be supported. And I remember it because it was the iPhone 6, which was actually the last model iPhone that I had before I switched to my Samsung 10.
Nice.
Yeah, that was like. Let me think. I think in my entire life I have had only 3 different phones, which honestly, for considering that I've had a phone since age 12, that's not half bad.
That's not
13
bad at all.
years, 3 phones. Yeah, yeah. I had an iPhone 4, then an iPhone 6, and then the Samsung 10. And it still works great. See, and I've had it for I think 3-4 years now.
All right.
Yeah. And it has a headphone jack. Not many phones have that. these
Apparently,
days.
that's a notable feature now.
Yeah, seriously.
Do you miss Apple?
I'm not
I
sure if
haven't.
it was-
Okay, Howard, I'm gonna answer for him. I have Apple. I wouldn't miss Apple if I didn't have it. Sorry, I'm gonna answer your questions for you. Go ahead.
Honestly, the way that I would answer that question is I do not miss Apple. However, my family all wishes that I was back on Apple because I am the one who makes all their group text fucky.
I understand. That
And you know what? That's not even my fault or even Samsung's fault. That's Apple. That's them wanting everyone to be on their ecosystem.
No, that's absolutely valid. That's why I hate Apple. You know, that's fair.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah. And it's more than just like, making your text green as opposed to blue like
Oh no, I've
iMessages
seen
are.
lots of fucking shit with it. Yeah, but you know a solution to this? Get Discord. Tell them to get Discord.
That's exactly what I told my sister, and my sister and I only communicate via Discord nowadays.
It's like, all right, you cringe ass nene baby, go ahead and get Discord. See what Apple does. Nothing. They can't do shit.
They can't do shit about it. Yeah, there are caveats though. One of my favorite things that my sister sends to me, and I always look forward to it when she does, is that she sends me pictures and videos of her rabbit.
Oh,
it is adorable.
wonderful.
His name is Lightning, and he is a boy, and he is adorable.
Wonderful.
But have I showed you pictures of Lightning? That's
Yeah.
another topic. Anyway, whenever she wants to send a video, we have 2 options of communication. She has an iPhone, I have the Samsung. The options are either A, send it over Discord. The problem is there's I think an 8 megabyte limit.
Yes,
on,
without
on a
having
single
Nitro,
Discord.
yeah.
Yeah, without having to pay for it. And I don't know how long that is, but it's not very long apparently. So that's option A. Option B.
It can be a monthly thing or a yearly thing, depending on how much you pay.
True. Option B is for her to send it to me via text, and the entire video can be sent to me. The problem is its quality is absolute dog shit.
Oh.
But I'm talking like worse than 480p. I'm talking like 120p.
Crunch.
Man. I can bear that. Yeah, the crunch is real. I can hear her voice. the problem is a rabbit is not a vocal creature, so you wanna watch him.
Yeah.
You can't see him do anything. You just see a little white shape.
Yeah, that's kind of worthless at that point.
I have an Apple account purely for the job I had for 6 months because my employer was an Apple addict. It did not benefit me and didn't like that, and it didn't like that I was with Samsung. Yeah, my mom is feeling those growing pains as well. She has an iPhone, but she also has a Microsoft Surface laptop. So that's been an interesting dynamic for me to show her things on Windows, and then I can't help her much with phone stuff because she has a different architecture.
Yeah, no. See, the only reason I've had Apple phones like basically my entire fucking life is because my grandmother, who is obsessed with Apple and will buy us those phones. So it's free, and I can't really argue that.
Yeah, I can't argue with that either. If it's free, yeah.
And it's like
yeah.
Which is kind of shit that I'm complaining about. It's like, oh, you get a free phone. Why are you complaining? It's like, yes. However, I can still critique what I've been handed. In an ideal world,
Free is free.
I wouldn't have this. But have you paying for a phone
in
is
an ideal
bullshit.
world, Apple would be a better company, and I wouldn't have a problem with it.
In an ideal world, capitalism is dead, but we're not there yet.
No,
But
it's the whole
you
thing
get what you pay
about,
for.
it's the whole thing about pick your battles. Like and this was an example that I heard earlier today. I absolutely hate the fact that we do not have public transportation, that I have to drive everywhere. However, that doesn't mean I'm going to get rid of my car,
Yeah,
because I kind of need this car in
Because-
order to do stuff.
because of that no public transportation thing.
Yeah, you can be against something that you have and still have it because you're kind of forced to live with it. I can be against capitalism, still live in a capitalistic society.
That was exactly what I was about to bring up. Yes, because I there's always that kind of argument. It's like, well, if you hate capitalism so much, why don't you just like, what do you mean not participate in capitalism? What do you expect me to do? It's not really a viable choice if I want to support my family.
Move up here. We have public transit.
I genuinely think about it.
I don't remember. I don't know if you've told us exactly
Canada.
where you live. Don't do that. Don't dox yourself.
Yeah, don't dock yourself, but it's Canada.
It's not. Yeah. I have been. This is a long-term thought of mine, but I have legitimately considered moving to somewhere in Europe, like the Netherlands and Denmark.
Same.
That area. Mostly because the lifestyle with public transportation is so dang different. That I've seen. And you say same. What are you thinking?
No, me and Cher talked, because we want to move once this house is paid off, which yes, looking forward to that.
That'd be good.
We're fucking bailing. We're gone. You cannot possibly convince us to stay. We're out of the country. The problem is we don't know where.
Okay, fair enough. Like, again, that's my endorsement of that general area. I haven't narrowed down where in between, and like, I right now currently don't have the funds to do that.
Yeah.
So this is a long term thing, like like 5-ish years at most, at least, for me. And I don't mind being physically far away from people because the internet's a thing. Like, I didn't regret moving away from the town where I grew up, which is where Nomad still lives, because we have the internet.
Yeah, we have the internet.
I can
Like,
still communicate with all you guys through Discord.
yeah, I want out of this hick town, and the problem is I don't know where to go after that because, well, there are current world events happening, but what about the world events that are happening 5 years from now? That could change our
That's
decision.
That is also true.
We're just gonna get prepared, and we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah. I was fortunate that I was able to find a place where I'm at, and I've got lots of family around here.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
And then I found out Random lives here. Oops.
Also, yeah, much people I like are here, and also random.
I
Shit.
still haven't actually physically met up with Random, but we still talk. We're good.
That's good. I'm glad.
I should do that sometime.
Good. Apparently, y'all both know like where to get good food over there, so that sounds like a good excuse to just go over there.
Yeah, honestly. Although with me more so invested in figuring out how to cook, that may be less and less so over time.
I mean, I need to figure out how to cook better too. I know how to cook, like rudimentally, rudimentarily.
You have a rudimentary understanding.
Yes, I can't. Apparently, English is beyond me. But what else is new? Yeah, I want to learn how to cook more, fancy shit. I do the soda things. I know the basics like toast, eggs, most breakfast foods. In fact, actually.
Yeah, that seems like the first thing that people figure out how to make.
Well, it's generally pretty easy, and everyone likes breakfast shit. I mean, generally.
My reasoning for why breakfast is the first thing taught to people how to cook is because parents don't want to wake up early for their kids, so they teach their kids how to make their own breakfast.
Damn, if that ain't the truth. I don't want to wake up early.
One of the first things I learned how to cook was eggs, and then I figured out that that's when I figured out that it's not that I don't like eggs; it's that I don't like the way that my dad cooks eggs.
Yep. No, I've had a couple experiences like that, like, because I mentioned before autism. That has a couple of things with food. A lot of sometimes you just have food that you just do not like, and there's no amount of convincing that you will like it, no matter how it's prepared. There's some things like
me,
that.
That's peanut butter,
and that's fair. I've got a list, mostly vegetables. But then there are foods that I thought were that, and then I had them a completely different way, and holy shit, turns out my parents are just shit at cooking. That's an exaggeration, mind you. They're generally pretty good at what they do. But if you ask them to make grits or pancakes, run. So the thing about pancake batter. What you actually let me ask you like this: pancake batter. How would you make it? What are some things you look out for when you're preparing pancake batter?
Good question. I don't make pancakes.
Okay, shit. Well, then I'll just wait for someone to correct me. Back pancakes? I'm scared. They're not bad pancakes. They're tough pancakes, and here's why. Because
tough?
And here's why. So when you're making pancake batter and you're mixing it together, this is like box pancake powder, by the way.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah.
Thickest batter, no lumps. Really? See, here's the thing. Every single professional chef I've ever watched on YouTube or on a show has said you want lumps in batter. That's important. I told that and showed that to my mother, and she looked at me as if I had 7 heads. And I tried it one day on my own. That shit was the fluffiest, delicious, most gourmet fuckery I've ever had. It was just box pancake stuff, but the texture was so much better.
Ah, okay, good to know.
And again,
Eat the lumps.
To a point, it's a balancing act. But completely beating the lumps out of the batter is not gonna ruin it by any means. It just was kind of tough. I noticed a very stark difference after I had both versions.
I see.
No, it's bitching with Babish. I watch a lot of Babish, and he's like, lumps are good. And most pancakes are tricky. You need to be sure the lumps aren't just dry powder. Correct. Like I said,
that's also true. Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. That is a fair shout. Yes, my parents went the extreme route of if I cannot sift this through a sieve and I need to be able to sift this through a sieve and have nothing get caught.
Jeez.
Practically liquidus. I was watching Babish. She was making pancakes and you make pancakes how your parents taught you. You want some big lumps, and that's about it. It's my parents taught me the exact opposite, Babish. What the fuck are you talking about? Is this normal? Are my parents just wrong in a very accepted way?
Yet, oddly enough, pancakes are they're just not one of the things I learned how to make.
That's fair. I would say it's a necessity. I would say eggs. That's a basic necessity. Everyone's got to learn how to make eggs.
Yeah.
Toast. You barely have to learn how to make toast. It's toast.
It's toast.
Frying up bacon. Learn how to do that. Again, most breakfast foods.
Yeah.
But they teach you a lot of basics you need to know. Just handling eggs in general is kind of important. Cause that's
apparently your parents also taught you how to make grits.
Okay.
It was just not the right way, apparently.
I mentioned that briefly. New Hampshire cookbooks we only had mixed when camping. No, that's fair. Yeah, pancake mix is that's fine. That pancake mix is a valid thing. Like store-bought pancake mix, that's fine. I've never been upset with store-bought pancake mix. Is homemade better? Yeah, sure. But that's fine. Grits. Yeah, that's a very southern thing. You think being in the most hick town, one of the most hick towns in the deep south, that my parents would know how to make grits. And sometimes they did. The problem is it was a 50-50 depending on which parent was making it.
Oh no.
My dad makes them great. They're good. They're not too thick, not too like watery. Generally pretty good. Good. Yeah, I know we talked about it, Harry. I know you don't like grits, and that's okay. But like they got a solid texture to them. He's like, you know what, this is good. I don't gotta season them too much to make them palatable. They're fine. My mother is, you get one of two things, with a very rare third thing. But like those are like shiny Pokemon odds at that point. You get one. This is basically liquid and watery. There's no substance here. I am eating like normal grits. You could probably eat with a fork. You don't want to, but you probably could. This demands a spoon.
Oh
like,
jeez.
You may as well just put that in a cup at that point. It's
yeah,
just,
no. Every good batch of grits I'd ever had was something you could eat with a fork.
exactly. Yeah, eat that shit with a fork. Like Waffle House grits, pretty solid. Not the best grits, but like damn good grits. Like texturally good grits. Yeah, grit broth. It's just oat juice, and I was like, what the fuck is this? We of course ate it because that was not a house that we complained about food in.
Yeah.
And then you got, this is the driest motherfucking patch of grits. This is basically Play-Doh. Some of it's still dry.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, I have seen the watery grits before. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, because the water grits is an easier mistake to make. I'm not even fully sure how she managed to do that. I love her. Earnestly, I do. But what the fuck? It was bad sometimes. Granted, that one's easier to fix because you just add... Oh, fuck. You just add water. I almost fucking died there. Holy shit. Random landmines are a bitch.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, so that one's
Especially when it opened a treasure chest and 5 different treasure chests get you what the heck is.
Yep.
Anyway.
But, yeah, no, that one's easier. Again, you can add water. It's not as good as adding when it's cooking, but there's a fix to that. It was still just strange that this dry-ass Play-Doh was in my bowl pretending to be grits. I didn't know what to say of this.
It seems to me maybe measuring cup is the problem. I don't know.
Perhaps?
That's my guess.
I don't know. I'm not sure. If one mixed the oat dough and the grits broth, perhaps it become edible. I know that you combine the two. Maybe you have something.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I could believe that.
If these were done at the same time, yes, there's a case to be made there. There was not. It was never made at the same time. Yeah, breakfast food, just learn how to do that. Like, I don't know. It's a good place to start. It'll teach you a lot of basics you need to know. Especially if you, again, Babish went on this too, but he made his own bread in order to make it was a toast episode. He was making toast with a fried egg in the middle, but he went all the way and made his own bread. Like, went extensively into it.
Oh, nice.
Like he had like an actual what are the bread makers called?
There was no bread making machine.
Okay, never mind.
No, he made his. No, I'm talking about like from scratch.
Oh.
He got a bread loaf, and he stuck it in the dough in the bread loaf, and he cooked it in the oven.
Huh. All right.
He made that dough by hand.
Huh.
Pancake easy, waffle easier, toast easiest. I love making bread.
Yeah, that's true.
I made some bread. Bread's pretty fun. I know I make sourdough. What the fuck? That was just petty. Sourdough. What's your opinions on that, out of curiosity? If you have any.
I absolutely love sourdough buns on a burger.
Sir?
Other than that, you can take it or leave it.
That's fair. See, I I hear sourdough, and my mind immediately goes like, oh, it's gonna be kind of sour tasting, and it's like, oh, fucking hate this. And like, if you just take a bite of it raw, like, yeah, okay, sure, it's got a little bit of that, and it's got a bit of funk in it. But that's just pretty good for like toast, or like a grilled cheese. Pretty good.
Yeah, with the grilled cheese, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, pretty good. I think I judged sourdough too harshly when I was younger. Some breads serve very good specific purposes, like brioche. Are you familiar with brioche at all?
I have heard the name.
Probably for me, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like I've talked about this before, but brioche bread. It's basically just cake. It's cake. Brioche can do no wrong. Honestly,
like
though.
Pound cake, or like
I mean, it's close. It's just super really sweet cakey bread. And that's the shit
I
that
do like pound cake.
Yeah, it's similar. But if you ever make like French toast, that's the shit you want to use. Brioche French toast is fucking good.
Yeah, I can see that.
I have also had brioche grilled cheese, and I feel like it could work, just not with the cheese I used. It's still good. It's still grilled cheese. You can only fuck it up so many ways. But yeah, not ideal for that. But like, for something like French toast, it is practically made for French toast. It's fantastic.
I see.
I'm trying to think of like what other applications you would have for like a really sweet cakey bread. Slightly stale brioche soaked to make French toast. And yeah, stale. You can have it a little bit stale. We just made it like as soon as we got it. Still, it'll get the job done.
I think I know why I'm not very familiar with breads at all. It's because oh, boss.
I'm sorry. I'm consulting my notes. Carry on.
But I think I know why I'm not too familiar with breads and stuff. It's because I am part Asian. So I grew up learning different things that go well with rice.
Rice is good. I wish I had learned more about rice, because I am appreciating rice more in my old age.
It is very nice. You can put too much water in it. Just let you know. And then like what I've started doing is, well, I don't want to say started doing, but I tried it once and it was really good. I just haven't had the guts to try it again. A little bit of garlic in the rice. It's actually pretty good.
In rice?
Yeah, just as it's cooking.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
And like a little bit, just a hint of it. Very good.
Sounds nice, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, that's rice is the. It's instead of bread. That's what I grew up with.
Perfectly valid. Again, that'll serve you well.
Yeah, and then oh boy, I've got a story behind this. Would you like to know how I figured out what? So, when rice is left out, it absorbs water, but then it becomes soggy after a very long time, and that's when it's like not good to eat anymore. This is why you refrigerate your foods, ladies and gentlemen. And you want to know what? You want to know how I figured that out at a young age?
Enlighten me.
Hello? Oh, sorry, the music stopped. I thought disconnect or something.
No, whenever the music stops, I'm tabbing out. That's what's happening.
Oh, okay. But okay. So, I think this was before I met you. But when I was in elementary school, and actually the K through 12 school that I went to growing up, we had to bring our own lunches pretty much every day. So that's what we do. We have when we get up in the morning, my dad would pack us a lunch and make us breakfast before he takes us to school. But since my dad was in charge of packing the lunch, he thought it'd be convenient to just leave the rice out for days at a time, and just keep giving us bits of it until it's out, because he'd make big portions for the entire family. We were a family of 4. Yeah, and for a couple days in a row, I looked at my rice and it was kind of soggy. And each day that I had it, I would eventually get pretty sick. I didn't make the connection until the third day in the row, when I'm like, I think this is rotten. What do you think? And then I had a friend next to me smell, and he's like, yeah, no, throw that in the garbage.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, and that's when I figured out. Well, that's when I learned how important refrigeration is.
Yeah, please. We do have that for a reason. It's not just a suggestion.
That put me off rice real quick. Oh no, I knew that it was. I knew that. And believe me, so that this is the fun part of the story. So the cycle of the days when I was young was my dad would drop us off at school in the morning, and then later in the day my mom would be the one to pick us up. So at the end of the day, I distinctly remember I told my mom, and she gave my dad a reaming.
No, that's absolutely valid. Like, what the fuck? Why are you serving your
Yeah,
son
why are you
rotten
feeding
rice?
your kids this? And it wasn't just me; it was my sister too.
Fuck.
Yeah, both of us had rotten rice for multiple days in a row.
Yeah, that's some shit.
Yeah. Nah. Interesting memory.
Yeah, see, like, I'm
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Hatter. Like, I went to go make a sandwich, and I see there was like a chunk of mold on the cheese that I was about to use, and that almost put me off cheese entirely. That almost maybe acknowledged my dairy allergy for a bit. that shit rocked me. I hate that.
That's how you know it had an effect on you.
Yeah, no, I hate mold like that. I can't. I'm very worried about food going bad. So if it gets even close to, like, even if I think it might be going bad soon-ish adjacent, it's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or do what I do and eat it real quick.
Yeah, it depends on where it's at. It's like, if we use it now or
Yeah,
it's
it depends
gone.
on where it's at. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Depends on where it's at.
Yeah, I'm a little too cautious about that, I will admit.
I have had times where I completely forget that I have a batch of carrots at the bottom of my fridge, and then I look at the package and holy shit!
I've had that happen too. I understand that one all too well.
That's a problem I have with veggies. You got to cook them quick.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. The bastard
I
thing.
enjoy, and that's another thing that I learned post being a child. When I was a kid, of course, I was one of many kids who wasn't a big fan of veggies. I was definitely a carnivore.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I'm not. It turns out it's not that I don't like veggies. It's that I just don't like when veggies are uncooked. Like
Yeah.
when they're just raw out of the package. No.
Yeah, I've never understood the appeal of that. Like, I have a problem in all forms for the most part, but like, why would you?
It is technically healthier. Technically healthier to just eat most veggies raw. Well, raw after being washed, obviously. Wash them and then eat them raw. That is technically the healthiest way to have them. No, thank you.
And that's great. You can do that, and you can live to be 107 years old. I will be just fine dying at 69 years old with better food.
Is that your goal in life? Live to age 69?
I mean, if I happen to die, I'd like to do it there. I might elect out of that. I don't know why people keep doing it.
You just want to reach the funny number. Understandable.
What? No, me saying that I don't understand why people choose to die is out of character. If I ever tweet that out, know that I'm being held hostage. That's a cry for help. I'm the most cynical bastard there is. I would be like, yeah, I want to clock out early too. Not a cry for help, I promise. I'm not being held hostage.
Usually I don't cheer parents lecturing each other, but this is deserved.
I mean, yeah, he's serving you rotten rice.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know. I've mentioned before, but my parents are in the process of divorce now. I don't think that had any bearing on it, but
that was probably more of a result than a cause.
yeah.
It was a result of issues that already were there. I somehow doubt that the Rice incident is going to be quoted during the divorce hearings.
No.
I could be wrong, though. I'm confident, but I'm not that confident. Actually, HP decreased. Fucking shit.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think I get rid of that.
Hey, it's at 666.
No.
That.
Okay. Alright then.
Perfect.
Cool. Oh, that's a bunch of mimics. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Nope.
Reduced health? Fuck that. No. No, I ain't doing it. This be a little bit of
mix of. Sorry, what?
a little bit of a cursed run, not gonna lie. We've barely started.
I have a weird mix of saving food and hating waste. What needs to last, but are better not mold. Yeah, I understand that, Hatter.
I don't I enjoy cooking, but I don't like doing it every day.
Yes.
So like that's why I enjoy. That's why I appreciate when I'm able to get a large salmon fillet. That one of those things. It may cost $20+, but it lasts me like almost a week.
Yeah, that meal prep
that's
shit
$20+
is where it's at.
well. Yeah, that $20+ is well spent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, meal prepping is where it's at. I need to get better at it.
Yeah.
And even in addition to meal prepping, one thing that I've even told my mom is like, if I don't feel like cooking, if I just happen to not feel like cooking and there is nothing made, I've got frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
That's my backup.
See, I default to that a little bit too easily. If it's in the freezer, it's going first.
The stuff in the freezer is supposed to last the longest.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. Because for some reason they keep sticking the best food in the freezer.
Yeah, why do we have to keep ice cream in there?
Yeah, what the fuck? He's like, why does the best shit go in there? Do you want to open the fridge and see anything that I want to instantly consume? Probably not.
Let me think.
Do you gonna get that excited about yogurt?
I don't eat yogurt, so I wouldn't say.
I mean, I probably should, but I should probably start eating yogurt. Fun fact with these snake bastards. If you get turned to a frog with one of the traps in the dungeon, and the snake sees you, it will instantly kill you.
Interesting interaction. Jerk move, though.
Yeah, no, yeah, if the snake enemy sees you while you're a frog, it will consume you and kill you instantly. I've not seen it happen to me personally. I don't want to.
Nah, it's funny when it happens to someone else.
Exactly. It's like, this is funny for everyone else. Don't let it happen to me. I don't want to get instantly frog killed.
It's funny when a tank buster appears over someone else's head that's not supposed to be tank busting.
Yes.
It's not funny when it's you.
Yeah, I don't want to be like Nin. Leave me out of this. That was his cross to bear. Yeah, no. I'm gonna keep far away from his shenanigans. We're just gonna...
What the heck? Oh. That's right.
Well, it's fitting that he got turned into a toad, I guess. I turned the frog into a slightly smaller frog.
Froge. I do appreciate that when it dies, it reverts back to its previous form.
Yeah. There we go. Are you a mimic? No.
Wait a second. If that's the case, I just had a terrible idea. You take an enemy that is used as a food source. Like, I don't know if people eat those giant toads.
Probably.
But let's pretend that they do. Take a giant toad, transform it into a teeny tiny little frog, contain it in a cage, and then take it to a safe place, kill it, and then you can very easily have its meat.
If this magic shit works outside of the palace, then yes, that would be absolutely fantastic.
This is a special place. It is called the Palace of the Dead for the reason.
Yeah, this place is unfortunately very special in a lot of bad ways.
Because you will be dead at the end of it.
Frog steaks. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get like frog legs and absolutely make shit out of it. That's...
I want to remind everyone that that I grew up in Florida because I have eaten gator before.
Yeah.
It tastes like chicken.
Was it fried or unfried?
I don't remember, but it tastes like chicken.
That was probably fried then. Everything tastes like fried chicken when it's fried. There's very few exceptions.
I mean, hold up. I can't think of a counter argument.
Yeah,
I can't think of a counter argument.
No. You dip it in the buttermilk batter and the panko breadcrumbs and you fry that shit up. It's gonna taste like chicken. That shit just tastes like fried chicken.
Fair.
I had the opportunity to try gator at tailgate. I think Will though pass. Yeah. No, it's more of a psychological thing. Again, it's not gonna taste like anything other than, you know, deep fried chicken. It's probably gonna be good, but that's about it. Might have a different texture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand fucking still. I don't want to step on a frog trap. I'm going to look away.
Yeah, look away from that. That's one of those, yeah.
Yeah, turns me to stone. Not cool. And there we go. Okay, I opened it up. I'm out.
I also don't like that just random places that you step on could be a trap.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thankfully, they don't like move or anything. So like, if a trap's in one specific location, it'll stay in that location.
Okay. So it's like a hidden block. It's like a hidden block in Mario Party, except all of them take away a star.
Yes. Or for anyone that's played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, exactly like how the traps work in that game. Which I should play for the channel at some point. Mostly just kind of want an excuse to play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon again.
Maybe they could release a new game.
I don't believe they will.
Yeah. I mean, they had Super Mystery Dungeon not too long ago.
Well, that was a pretty good game, and then they remade the Red and Blue Mystery Dungeon games after that, and those were pretty good too.
Yeah, that one was on the Switch, wasn't it?
Yes.
So it's not out of the question they could have another one.
They were good, yes, but the originals were still better because they controlled better. First, I don't know why, but the Red and Blue remakes had a weird ass control scheme. They don't feel right. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this. Without sitting you down and making a video essay, I don't know how to explain this without the side-by-side comparison.
Yeah, because I don't know how either game
And that's fair.
Controls. I've seen gameplay, and like it's a grid-based tactical game. So like it seems straightforward enough.
Grid-based dungeon crawl. Yeah. Yeah, I'll play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon for the channel one day. Maybe soon. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'll probably try it on the Steam Deck, which I guess we're going to segue into that. I won a Steam Deck from the Game Awards. And
Yeah, I saw that.
I've been turning it into the pirate box.
Yeah, the borrow box.
Yeah, so I've now successfully enabled the capability to emulate everything from like the Atari to the Switch.
Nice.
Except the Xbox. The Xbox lines are just straight up unmoddable. Like that. I don't know why. They put some arcane bullshit in the Xbox that you can't emulate that easily. My counter argument there is what's worth emulating on the Xbox.
Shit. I mean, well, I'm sure that like, I don't know how emulation works. I gotta wonder what it is that they did different.
I don't know.
The games, besides
Okay.
like low quality games, that making people not want to do anything with it.
Okay, here's what I think is actually happening. It's two things. The one, I think they probably did some fucking shit with formatting, and that probably holds. But I think it's less that they use some sort of arcane wizardry to stop pirates. I think it's more that no one is motivated to emulate Xbox games.
Yeah, that seems more likely to me, honestly, because again, I didn't grow up with an Xbox, so I don't know what kind of games are on there.
The only thing that would be worth it, from what I understand, are the Halo games, which are worth it, but I can simply pirate the PC versions.
Also, doesn't Master Chief Collection have like most of the older Halo games?
I believe so.
Yeah, so there's a legal way there's a legal way to get it if you don't want. If you don't
Yeah, exactly. Like they're just better avenues. Like that's not. No one's stressing about keeping the Halo games relevant. They're fine.
Yeah.
And like everything else, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I think it just is a criminal lack of desire. Like no one's interested. I can't blame them. I can't. Like I grew up with an Xbox, and I can't even find an argument for it.
It's funny that that's the case when there's also the Wii U, and it has tons of games that people do want to emulate.
Yes, that's the weird thing. Is that Wii U sold significantly worse, and like by all accounts was a worse console. But so many
People
games
still want to emulate it.
So many people want games off of it
Yeah.
for good reason.
Seriously, the best versions of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker are on that console.
Yeah, like no, Wii U emulation was like something people really wanted for a long time, and that's absolutely possible now. It works well now.
Yeah.
Like hell,
I
I'm
gotta
pretty.
wonder how.
Sorry.
I gotta wonder if it's. I actually kind of wonder if it's possible to have a Steam Deck and then to have like a Steam Deck and a what's the Steam console again? A Steam machine?
I forgot Steam had a console. I don't know that's even. I don't even know that's being made anymore, manufactured anymore.
I just gotta wonder if it's possible to emulate the Wii U games as intended with like a screen on the console and a screen in your hand.
Oh, you don't need a Steam machine for that. You can just use a normal computer.
Or that works too.
It's absolutely possible. Yes, I've seen videos.
Nice.
It should be the Steam machine. I'm pretty sure it was called the Steam machine. I don't even know that's still a thing though. Again, even if it is, you don't need it. You can absolutely just treat the Steam Deck as a Wii U gamepad.
All right, here's my next question. I'm gonna look this up. How much did the Steam machine sell, and was it more than the Wii U?
Now there's a question. Was it more than the Ouya? Does anyone remember the Ouya? Probably not.
I don't know what the Ouya is.
Exactly. No one remembers the Ouya. I think it was as far as I understand, it was just a little home console that was basically made to play mobile games. I think you'd see the immediate issue.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Bit of a strange market to target, given that everyone has the thing to play mobile games already in their pocket.
Okay, so according to Wikipedia, so take with it what you will. The Steam machine sold less than 500,000, so a fraction of the Wii U.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
I think you understand my reaction now when you brought it up. I was like, I forgot that was a thing, and I'm pretty sure it's not a thing anymore. That's just dead and buried.
At some point, Steam made a console adjacent.
You know, you're absolutely right. I forgot about that entirely. You're totally right. They did.
I appreciate that the Steam Deck is popular, though.
Oh yeah, and like good. I think you remember when I was talking about it, I was skeptical as shit. I thought this was gonna be like kind of bullshit.
Yeah, and I think the reason why was because
the Steam machine. I think everyone was skeptical for good reason. I think, but you know what? I'm playing around with it, and so far I haven't done a lot with it. I've mostly been just fucking around trying to make emulators and Final Fantasy XIV work. But like, it feels good. Is Steam Deck good? I haven't heard great things. I didn't hear great things when it launched, but recently, like within the past year or so, I've heard a lot of positive shit about it. So I was curious, like, you know what, fine, if I win this, I'm going to try it out, we're going to see how it is. I won it. It's pretty good. Yeah.
And honestly, that was the same attitude I had going into it. I thought it was at least decent. So like, if I would win it, great. If not, oh well.
You know,
I didn't win it, so oh well.
There's a notable price tag attached to it. If anyone wants to purchase it, I would just purchase the basic version, and because you can buy external memory,
That's true. Yeah. What kind of external memory does it take? Is it micro
SD
SD cards?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
You can attach anything you want. It has a micro USB, so you could attach like external hardware or hard drive if you wanted to. But it has a slot for micro SD cards.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so I've just got the micro SD card. I got all my ROMs and shit saved on that, and all my Steam games saved on hardware. Yeah, I've spent 2-ish days, like, I think total, like, maybe, like, only, like, 4 hours with it, but, like, 2 days with the thing, and pretty good.
Oh, boss time.
Yeah. Let's see, just double checking things.
Is it time to become a fury?
Succubus? Yes.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. You'll probably hear more about it later. I'll probably tweet about it.
It doesn't have. Correct me. I thought I heard that this was a thing. I'm not sure if this is true. Does it have a dock equivalent, as in like you can plug it into the TV?
It does not come with a dock, or at least mine didn't.
Okay, so it's a separate purchase. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wonder how much it costs.
I don't know.
To the internet. Steam Deck Dock. Steam Deck docking station. Wow, these all look like jury-rig setups.
Yeah, okay, so maybe those aren't...
Hold up.
It's called something, I don't know what.
Okay. I'm looking at how this thing plugs in, and I do not like... It looks cheap as heck.
Is it an official
And it
dock?
costs us... Yes, this is on the Steam store page. When I saw those pictures, you heard my comments. I thought it was a fan mock-up. No. I'm not gonna lie. This looks a little cheap, and it costs the same amount as a regular Switch dock. $90.
Yeah, no. That's. I'll stick with what I got then. Thank you.
It's literally just a stand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just a stand with a few cables.
Yeah, sounds a bit shit.
I mean, maybe it works just well.
Yeah, true. It'll charge it. That's what it needs to do.
Yeah, it'll charge it and it'll play the game on the television.
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe it will.
Let me double check.
Yeah, double check. Yeah, that's not a feature.
It has an HDMI port.
Oh shit!
I
Okay,
think
just
that
kidding.
it
Then.
does.
If it's got an HDMI port, then yeah, it absolutely does that. Well, just kidding. I was wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
And a 1.4 display port. I don't know what that is actually, but it has an HDMI port. Yeah.
I wonder. Hold on, let's see.
And it is USB-C powered, which is good. It is slowly becoming the global standard, as it should, and thankfully, Apple's going to adopt it in Europe.
Nice.
Now we're talking about that again.
Yeah, back to Apple with its fucking proprietary bullshit. Nintendo had this problem for a while too, but they finally got their head out of their ass and like, you know what?
Yeah,
USB-C.
I'm glad that they did.
Yeah, USB-C, micro USB, like that's. Let's just go ahead and do that. Save everyone some problem.
They've still got their head in their ass about a few things, but
At least they aren't using a bunch of proprietary like cables and bullshit. Like, no, we have cables that work just fine. You don't need to make your own. Because we know you think you're fancy and all that shit. It's not going to stop pirates if that's what you're worried about. Then you'll just get very creative pirates, and that's not something you need to deal with. And then you'll spark innovation. And then you're fucked. You gonna drink?
Oh yeah.
Water. Make sure to hydrate.
Yeah. Although I'm
yeah.
hydrated with Promised Land chocolate milk.
I've got a deck next to me. I actually have the Switch and a deck next to me. The deck is definitely larger. Both like lengthwise and like girth.
Oh, yeah,
it-
comparisons, yeah.
Yeah, it also feels. This is not really a fault with the Switch necessarily. This is simply because it's modular. It feels more sturdy than the Switch. That's mostly because it doesn't have Joy-Con equivalents that detach. The Switch,
Yeah, that makes sense, actually, yeah.
Yeah, the Switch feels fine in your hands. It has that occasional like plastic creak whenever you move it or like grip it in a wrong way because it is modular. I like the fact that it's modular. I think that's super cool. But I do like having a single item in your hands. I don't know, the deck has a nice feel to it that way.
I wonder if the Switch Lite feels like that. I've only
true.
seen like
Yeah.
2 Switch Lights in the wild.
Yeah,
so
my
I
wife
don't
has
know.
a Switch Lite. I picked it up a few times, and it does have a similar sort of feel like that because it's not modular either. Again, I'm never gonna dock the Switch for being modular. I think that is super fucking cool.
Yeah, I think it's really neat.
Is it thicker than a Sega Game Gear? If it is, it feels better to hold, and that's what's really important. And also, a more legitimate answer, I don't think it is. It does have a bigger screen though, and it doesn't take like 8 AA batteries.
I never did have a Game Boy that took batteries, and I kind of feel glad that I didn't.
Yeah, no.
Because I feel like that'd be a pain in the neck to always have to get new batteries or have to recharge them.
Yes.
In a special battery pack.
I mean, you had the Wii for a little bit. Did you always have the battery pack for those?
For the Wiimotes?
Yeah.
So we
yes or
actually
no-
did. We
yes or no
actually did
question?
have we used a mix of both.
Oh.
Yeah. So we did for a while have rechargeable battery packs for our Wiimotes. Those things started just not holding a charge anymore, so we switched back to AA's.
Okay. I was gonna kind of like the Wiimote, like Hannah understands what I was getting with there. That the Wiimote battery struggle was real. Imagine that for like I don't think any of the other handheld Sega consoles had this issue, but the Game Gear, holy shit, that thing consumed batteries. It was worrying. Like you buy one of those massive jumbo packs of batteries at the grocery store or something. It's got like
like 40 packs. Something
yeah,
like that.
you buy the jumbo's got like 48 batteries in it. That is, I would say, about 5 days worth of game time.
As in, like,
Because it's taken 8 at a time, and it will absolutely use a full charge
jeez.
in like let's say 5 hours is generous.
Oh my goodness.
No, that thing consumed batteries.
I mean the original Switch's battery life was about 3 or 4 hours, but at least that you could charge.
Yeah, no, like Harry, I would get those jumbo packs like when we had the Wii back at home. That shit would last forever. Like, yeah, the Wiimotes consume batteries.
Because they're two batteries per remote.
Yeah, but they were 2 at a time, so like it'll take some time to work through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had an OLED angle too. That's right. Holy shit, the Game Gear was fucked.
Wait, what?
Hold on, I'm getting an image of this. See if I can find an image of this.
You could tell I was a Nintendo kid. I am not.
Dude, even if you were a Sega kid, no one went to fucking Sega Game Gear. You want to know what people definitely didn't own? The Sega Nomad.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
You're like, what the fuck is that? No, it's
Yeah,
not
I've
just.
at least heard of the Game Gear before.
You're like, what the fuck is the Sega Nomad? Correct! Excuse me, it was 6 batteries. My bad.
Still, that's a lot of batteries.
No, hold on.
And like for comparison's sake, while I did not own one growing up, I have seen an original Game Boy. I think those are 4 batteries, and I'm not sure exactly how long
yeah,
they
4
last, but they seem to last a decent.
They
bit.
last a good while. I remember I had a Game Boy Advance that had 2 batteries, and that lasted a good while. Like those were pretty efficient.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
my first handheld console was the DS, and that actually was a charge. That was a charge.
That was a charge, yeah.
Yeah. And then later on, I actually obtained a Game Boy Advance SP, which was as far as I know, the only Game Boy that was charger capable.
Yeah, I think you're correct. Yeah, 6 batteries. The second Game Gear, I just double checked. I just sent a picture of James. Is 6 batteries. 3 on the left, 3 on the right.
What the fuck? And you had to hold it at an angle? What is this?
It was just... Yeah, it was just a weird... It's hard to see in the picture. It was just really fucked up in general. Like, impressively
Why do you have to hold it
poorly.
at an angle? That doesn't make any sense.
I highly recommend watching video reviews of the Sega Game Gear. I think is worth everyone's time to get that little piece of history. Hold on, I kind of what I'm thinking about it. Yeah, the Sega Nomad. Yeah, this shit. No one knows what the fuck this is, and that's for good
I'm
reason.
not gonna lie. When you first mentioned it, I thought you were making a joke.
No, I'm not making a joke. On God. Hold on, I'm gonna throw this picture on stream. Hold on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. You're like,
I mean,
what
it has the 6 face buttons, so it does make me think Sega, but...
no. There we go. Yeah.
Also, is that the game cartridge on top? Why does it stick out?
Okay, yeah, so this is the Sega Nomad. This is a real thing. This was a portable Genesis.
Huh.
So on paper, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of is.
That's a very
Also,
small
I see
piece
the
of paper.
one and only speaker on the left.
Yes, the one and only speaker on the left, which I want you to think about how you hold this. I want you to realize that the bottom part of your thumb is probably going to be covering that.
Yeah, I see that now.
It's like a camera?
It looks like a camera.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I appreciate the custom-made cartridge they put in there, because you can see the SD card sticking out. The before times. Yeah, it's like, okay, so this is one of those on paper. This shit's kind of cool. You got a portable console. That like a portable version of an existing console. I've seen like custom-made portable SNESs. Those look dope as shit, and they play like OG SNES cartridges. Those are super cool. Kind of why I'm excited for the Steam Deck. But no, this is the first, if I'm not mistaken. This was like the first crack at like turning an existing console, the Genesis in this case, into a portable device.
Interesting.
It was shit.
Well, I mean, as most first cracks were with. Was this before the original Game Boy? Because the original Game Boy was like the first, as far as I know, one of the first like handheld consoles, but that it didn't play console games.
Oh no, this was definitely after the Game Boy.
Yeah.
The battery life on this thing was about 2 hours.
And how many batteries did it take, or did it charge?
It was a charge, which is good.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Just sit by the charger.
Well, okay, hold on. Some of them were charged. Some of them went through 6 AA batteries.
Oh, fun.
It occurs to me there were 2 models. Oh no.
Oh no. I want to see the other one.
See, I kind of want to own this thing, not just for the namesake, but also because I do like the idea of sticking like a console cartridge into a portable device. That shit is very appealing to me. Like, I don't know why. It's a brain thing, but
As cool as that would be, do you have any? You know how big NES cartridges are, right?
yes, you know, I same NES cartridges and SNES cartridges. I've seen machines for both of them that play both of them at the same time. It's super cool looking. They look dope as shit. Expensive little mock-up consoles, but still. Yeah, no, it's aesthetically pleasing to me. Not the console, just the concept.
Yeah. I mean, something that can play old console game. What is a console game in the palm of your hand? That's why the Switch was innovative.
Yeah, that's why the Switch was cool. Yeah, this thing was. I guess the best way to put it was very before its time. It was also made by Sega, which was after the Genesis came out was a problem. If you were made by Sega after the Genesis came out, you really wish you weren't.
Oh, fun. I've heard about the Sega, what was it, 32X?
Yep.
And how that was so poorly timed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what Sega console was for, but I know it was like 32 something or other. That was
Dreamcast.
released 6 months before the next console.
Okay, so you know what makes me sad is that a lot of the shit on the Dreamcast was really good. Like, the Dreamcast itself is really cool. Did you know Half-Life's on the Dreamcast? It was never officially released, but the ROM of it is like fully completed.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's the unofficial official Half-Life 1 ROM for Dreamcast.
Huh.
Oh, that's a fun bit of trivia. But like a lot of shit on the Dreamcast was super good. It was unfortunately just doomed because poor Sega, it was a dying company. It wasn't marketed well enough, which is shocking considering how many ads I've seen of that thing. And I wasn't even sentient when that thing was running ads.
You know, I don't remember for anything before the year 2002. And that was after the Dreamcast.
Yeah, no, it was like part of me wants to know about the timeline where Sega kept making consoles, because I feel like a lot of their shit could have been really cool if they just waited like 3 years.
Well, then we wouldn't have gotten the miracle that is a Crash Bandicoot game got on a Nintendo console published by Sega.
I mean, that's fair. No, that's valid, actually.
But
No.
yeah, I understand that perspective. That being said, I should let everyone here know that my first like actual video game console that I treated as my own. Granted, to preface this, my first video game was Super Mario Bros. On the NES, but that was my dad's console, which he then ended up selling, which I was very sad about.
What the fuck?
But my first actual console that I owned, like home console that I owned, not the DS, was the Wii. Everybody knows Nintendo's Blue Ocean strategy from back then was like make something that can appeal to wide markets, not just gamers. Yeah, that's how I became a gamer. It worked. It worked on my family, and that's how I became a gamer.
Sorry, I keep popping over OBS. I keep pushing out the OBS update, and it's fucking screaming at me to do it.
Oh, fun.
I'm gonna have to do that after stream.
But yeah, the Blue Ocean strategy had a lot of problems during the like late 2010s, late 2000s, early 2010s for Nintendo. But to their credit, without it, I probably wouldn't be playing games.
Yeah, no, fair.
That's how without it because the reason my dad got the Wii was because he thought because he saw Wii Sports, and he thought that it would help me and my sister exercise when we're home and bored. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. I figured it out real quick.
You cracked the code on that one real fucking fast.
Yep. But we still had the Wii, so I was curious what else there was. I asked. I remembered a character named Mario on that old NES that we had before my dad sold it, and I asked, "What's the latest Mario game?" And then he got Super Mario Galaxy.
Shit, that's pretty
history.
good. that's pretty good
Everything's
start.
history from there. Yeah.
Shenmue, holy fuck. I've heard so much about Shenmue. I've not played any of the games, but that was another example of good shit on the Dreamcast that was doomed because it was on the Dreamcast. If y'all are waiting for like my story, I don't have one. I don't know when I first started. It just kind of always was a thing.
Young Nomad came out of the womb and already had a controller in his hand.
Like my first sentient memories, I woke up one day, I had breakfast, and I went to go play Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation, and then I went to bed. Like, that's pretty much my first day with a conscious mind summarized.
Yeah. Okay. This actually reminds me, though. I think I've told you this story, but I don't know if I told it on stream. I said before that the first console that I owned, my first home console that I ever owned was the Wii. That was not the first home console I ever played. And like I said before, I also played the NES because my dad owned it. But there is video evidence. I don't have any memory of this, but there is video evidence of me playing on an N64 at my cousin's place when I was like 3 or so.
Neat.
And take a guess what game we were playing. Mario Kart 64.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and I don't remember a lick of it.
but video evidence, it was there. I saw it.
He's Freddy Fish.
My mom was going through old family videos, and I'm like, wait a second, when did I ever hold that? When did I? Because you'd think I'd remember a controller like the N64.
Yeah, the fucking alien controller. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. But no, yeah, it was there. I didn't believe it myself at first, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yep, it happens.
My
I
mom
had
played
similar.
Freddy the Fish.
Freddy
Wait,
Fish.
what?
Yeah, Freddy Fish was an OG, like a point-and-click educational game. I remember that. I remember that Freddy Fish. I remember Putt Putt, like Pajama Sand. Like, I only played Putt Putt personally, like very briefly. That's kind of my situation where I had to be proved I had played it at some point because I didn't have any memory of it happening. The PlayStation 4 store? I do have PlayStation 4, so I'll have to look at Shenmue. I may just, oops, oh no, how Dreamcast emulator get here? Oh no. The cereal box games, yeah. Those are always weird to me.
Now we were mentioning before about emulators. And we were talking about like Wii U emulators. That being said, from what I hear, if you own a Wii U, that thing can emulate a lot of things.
Yes, it can, which is why we dug up my old Wii U, because my wife is going to jailbreak the fuck out of it.
Nice, nice. I'm sure you can get the entire GameCube library on there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, the Wii U itself is very capable of doing its own pirate work.
Yeah. You just gotta follow the instructions for getting some custom firmware on there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which I do still have my 3DS, and it still has the custom firmware stuff loaded on it. I just don't really use it that much.
That's fair.
If I use it more, I could probably get some more things out of it, but I don't really use my 3DS much at all.
No, that's
honestly.
valid. I don't have a charger for mine, but if I did, it would probably be for streaming, because I don't have much on there that I really, really want to play. At least not right this second.
Yeah.
Which you mentioned before, and I still haven't looked into it. Has the 3DS streaming thing gotten has that been working any better? Because the one time I tried, I think it was like Boot NTR or something like that.
Oh, I haven't been able to look at it all. It's I have no
okay.
idea.
Okay, fair enough. This is something I'm still thinking about.
That's fair. I'm still curious about it too. That's still something I know I need to look into.
I even remember like game reviewers were having trouble with recording 3DS games. Like I think Game Explain said that that like they were having frame rate issues and stuff like that with like Pokemon Sun and Moon,
because they were playing on an original model 3DS. If you had a new 3DS, it ran like butter. But that again, better hardware would do that.
See, I'm really curious, like that better hardware thing. I'm very curious about maybe playing some older games, like specifically Nintendo games, and being able to crank the FPS to like 60 plus, and like I'm fascinated. I want to see Xenoblade 3 in 60 frames a second.
Yeah. If they port the Xenoblade games to the next console, maybe we'll get that.
That would be nice if they actually make that
If
possible.
they actually do that.
Both do that and make that physically possible in the next console.
Yeah, they still haven't ported X to the Switch though. It's still stuck on the Wii U.
That's what I should do. I should try out X. And then maybe Tokyo Mirage Sessions, because I still need to play that. Holy shit. That's long overdue on my list of things to do.
I wonder. Let me know if that's any good, because like there is a Switch version of it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that Wii U game did get ported to Switch.
Yeah, why that one of all games? I'm not upset, I'm just like, that's a very interesting choice, given that you have a lot of other really good options.
Yeah, like I was bellyaching before about no Xenoblade X on the Switch. It's more a question. It's a bigger question. Why have we not gotten the 2 Zelda ports on Switch? Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
I thought that was... No, I actually fully understand why that's not a thing, because they see it as unnecessary.
Unnecessary? Who has a Wii U?
Oh, they don't care. It's like, what's that you didn't buy a Wii U? Well, I guess you're not a real fan.
Oh fuck.
Your cringe, go die. I may be putting words in their mouth, but still.
Now, just we are talking about Wii U and 3DS stuff. Just a reminder, anybody who cares about Wii U and 3DS stuff, if you want to buy stuff officially from their store, you have until I think the end of April of this year, or the end of March of this year, or of next year,
So
something like
a bit
that.
of time.
Yeah, not much time because they will be axing support of the Wii U and 3DS eShops.
I like how we say completely different things. I say something, and then you agree with me saying the exact opposite of what I just said. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you've got a good bit of time. He's like, yep, you have not much time. I was like, what?
I thought you were being sarcastic.
No. I don't have a healthy relationship with time. I don't know how it works half the time. So if 3 months isn't a lot of time, I don't know. For me, that sounds like a long time.
Depends on the quality of said 3 months.
I don't know if it's good or bad.
In the span of 3 months, you can finish a college course. You could also finish a Persona game. Good lord, that's taken me a while. Yeah. On the one hand, it does kind of suck that they're effectively going to be axing like the Gloom.
No. No, I don't think so.
No.
I'm good, thanks.
What I was gonna say, it does. We've been on this talk before. It does suck that they're bringing down the eShops and, more importantly, support for the virtual console games.
Mm-hmm.
But this should hopefully lead to better things. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, the biggest reason I push for emulation is for preservation purposes. I do like sticking it. Don't get me wrong, I like sticking it to big companies, but it's mostly for preservation.
Yeah. Because I'm more of a person where if I want to play an older game and it's readily available on a hardware that I own, then I'll just go ahead and buy it there. The problem is if it's not available on hardware that I own.
Yeah. Also, new Sonic cartoon. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what to think about it. I mean, it seems like a lot of people enjoy it, so...
Which one is this?
Sonic Prime.
Is this the one? Yeah, Sonic Prime. This is the one with Devin Mack as Sonic.
Yeah. I think the voices all sound fine. The animation looks fine enough. I kind of wish they hired an actual fucking pixel artist to do the pixel art scenes, but that's just me.
Oh no. Well, I mean, we went on before about the S on the antique store.
Yeah, it's a very similar situation where they do like a flashback scene in like the retro Genesis style. The problem is it looks nothing like Genesis and just looks kind of shit. But that's just me. No, that's a lie. Actually, it's not just me. There's quite a lot of people. Fuck.
Better.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so that's I heard a lot of that about the pixel art scenes, and for the most part, people seem to be enjoying it, as long as you're not like me and overtly cynical.
Now, you guys are mentioning this new Sonic cartoon. I'll be honest, when it comes to Sonic and stuff, I don't know. Sonic just hasn't really ever grabbed me that much.
That's fair.
I've played some Sonic, and not all of them. And I am kind of interested in Frontiers. I know you were thinking about streaming it, so that'd be interesting to watch. Because I've heard good things about Frontiers, but like my experience with Sonic is this: I played Colors, loved it. I played Lost World.
Yeah, that's fair.
I played Secret Rings.
Oh.
And like, I've seen clips of certain different Sonic shows, like the Sonic Boom show, the
Yeah, the one with the. I forget what the older one is called.
Oh,
but
Sonic Saturday
I
AM.
almost called it Archie comic, but no, that's not a comic.
It's Sonic Saturday AM. Like
Yeah,
Saturday AM, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It just never really grabbed me. And then very recently, I actually did play Sonic Mania. I did end up beating it. More than I could say for Secret Rings. But actually, wait, did I? I may have beaten Secret Rings. I don't remember.
I don't know.
I know I have beaten Lost World in Colors, and I enjoyed Colors. Did not really enjoy Lost World.
Yeah.
But I did beat Sonic Mania, and I told you this before. I just haven't told it on stream. My favorite part of those games were the special stages, the 3D stuff.
Which are gonna be real
I
cute.
wasn't a big fan of the regular gameplay.
You told me that, I looked at you like you were sort of psychopath, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Saying that you don't enjoy Sonic is one thing, saying that your favorite part with the special stages is straight up psychopath shit, I'm gonna be honest.
I thought it was an interesting challenge. You start out slower than the thing, taking away the Chaos Emerald. You have to catch up to it by getting more speed. But if you get more speed, you lose the ability to turn well.
Yeah.
So it's about staying on the course and
Oh,
keeping
yeah.
control of yourself while trying to get the Chaos Emerald before you die of lack of rings.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Yeah,
like
makes
that
sense.
challenge. Yeah. It's just weird that became my favorite part of the game.
Yeah, that is definitely strange. And if you said that about any other game, you would be seen as a psychopath. Thankfully, Sonic Mania has probably one of the better special stages in the series.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's see. No, Sonic Colors didn't have any
No.
special stages. You get the Chaos Emeralds from the red rings.
Yeah.
And then
Bullshit.
I think Lost World's the same way, if memory serves.
Yeah, it was.
I 100% did Colors. I did not 100% Sonic Lost World.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Colors is the only Sonic game I've 100%ed because I didn't actually 100%
No, that's valid.
Mania. Unless you count just getting all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which I did.
I would, yes.
Yeah.
So I'd count that as 100%. You get true ending, so.
Yeah, it did get true ending for that, so yeah, there you go.
Yeah, not a whole other 100%. That's basically the only qualifier I would consider.
Well, there is. Hello.
No.
It's the gloom.
Shit,
Oh, do you not have?
Eat my ass.
Pomander.
I just got it.
Ah, nice.
Open the chest. And it's like, you know what? I understand. You probably don't want to deal with this. Like, no, sir, I don't. Anyway.
What was I saying?
Something about 100% Sonic Mania.
Oh yeah. If memory serves, there are things that you can 100% in Sonic Mania, most notably the Blue Sphere minigame.
Okay.
But-
I'm going to tell you why you can't 100% Sonic Mania with Blue Spheres. Because that is randomly generated. There are over 10,000 variations of Blue Spheres.
Oh fuck, never mind.
I... Don't. Could you?
That guy just
Sure.
spawned right in front of you.
Yeah, he did. Asshole. It's like, could you theoretically 100% Blue Spheres? Yeah. Should you? No. No, you shouldn't.
The part of Sonic Mania that people like is the platforming part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's my relationship with Sonic. I'm at least mildly interested in Frontiers because people are actually saying it's good. But I'd have to see a decent bit of it first.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Don't 100% Sonic Mania. Don't 100% Blue Spheres specifically. That shit's psychopath shit. Don't do this. I wonder the speedrun category for it. Don't.
Do speedrun.com.
Oh, fuck.
Sonic Mania. Let's see what different categories.
What categories they got in Sonic Mania?
Bad ending, good ending, glitches, no major glitches, encore mode, Sonic and Tails, Sonic and Tails. Okay, just with different characters.
And Knuckles.
It's just Knuckles.
Knuckles and Knuckles.
Oh, what's this? Oh, gotta ping in another server. Hey. Patched, unpatched, all emeralds, no emeralds. I mean, there's a lot of different things, but I don't see blue sphere on here.
Well, no, I'm not doing it. It's just like no. If I made you think I was, the answer is no. I'm not doing it. I'll do a lot of shit before that.
Now I'm looking up, just not even on Archive, just see if it's there. Sonic Mania Blue Sphere. If I can spell sphere right. Speed run. There's a channel called ESA Speedrunning that has a 30-minute video on it that says all perfects.
I'm curious what that goes over. Obviously not, like, all the fucking orientations.
Yeah.
It could just be going over the ones needed for the Chaos Emeralds.
That is possible, yeah.
Yeah, heck no. Like, I don't think you're doing 10,000 rounds of blue spheres in 30 minutes. What do I know?
Maybe a task will do it someday.
Oh, fuck. I mean, you're probably right. I did not expect to be talking about Sonic today, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not... Of the list of things I was expecting to talk about today, I mean, that's not the weirdest thing I had on the docket, but it's definitely the most left field one. For me personally. Probably not for the rest of y'all. I have shit down the line that is probably more off topic, but still.
Yeah. I do have one thing.
Sure.
So I remember last stream when I just couldn't figure out what like Twitch added that was like something that we should have had before. I looked into that and I figured it out. It is called Shield Mode. And I kind of want your thoughts on it because this is kind of why you left Twitch. But it has something. This thing that Shield Mode does. It's something that you set up beforehand, and what it'll do is if like something happens and you end up getting like targeted by tons of harassing bots and stuff like that, you can activate Shield Mode and it'll change it to whatever your settings are. It could be like it could be like a mod only chat or like sub only chat or like emote only chat or something like that. There's options here, and you can turn it on or off with like click of a button, and you can if you do it on mistake you can like give the green light to people like to come back or something like that. People say it's good.
Okay.
You can also like turn it to like restrict. There are options here. There are lots of options for what you can turn on for Shield Mode. But again, it's something that you set up beforehand. Based on like you make the decisions for what it does, and it's just a switch of a button. You see shit happening. You turn on Shield Mode. And then once it's gone, you turn it off.
Yeah.
It's a click of a button.
That's fair.
And people are saying that it does a great job in helping different groups that are getting harassed a lot on Twitch. I'm sure there's more they could do, and I'm no what you call it. I'm no expert on this stuff, but it seems like a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
One positive thing that Twitch has done.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still kind of mulling over that. It's a couple things with that. First off, that wasn't the. I heard you briefly mention at the start there. I just need to make a correction. That wasn't at all the inciting reason why I left.
Okay.
It was a factor, yes, because that was a shitty thing to have happen, and they didn't really do anything about it. No, the entire reason
yeah,
I left
yeah.
was the fact that they grossly inflated the amount of ads that my viewers have to watch.
Yeah,
wasn't
it
keen on
doesn't do
that.
anything to address that.
And they're still leaning into that. They're still allowing content creators to increase the amount of ads, which, no, I'd like to turn them off, but thank you. A reminder, please use ad block when you're watching these streams. It's not going to offend me, I just want you to have a better viewing experience.
Yeah.
I don't know, this feels a little bit like on the one hand, too little too late. On the other hand, I guess better late than never. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah, and again, this is just one step, and I realize and I do realize that that your whole thing of that you left Twitch because it wasn't one big thing. It was more so lots of
A lot of things, and the biggest one that like,
this is just one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that pissed me off was like, okay, now you're just fucking with my viewers, and like, I don't care, like, oh, well, we're paying you. I don't, first off, really, no, you're not. Second off,
No.
I don't care. You don't get to pay me to abuse my viewers. It's not a thing. Fuck off.
Yeah. Now I wonder if they've done anything about. I'm gonna look into this a little bit. I put this in our group chat, and I really hope other people have said something about it. But
Hello, Brandon. I'm glad someone's clipped that. That he loves abusing viewers. We have it. We have evidence. Finally, proof.
Fuck. Anyway, I put this in our group chat. So we talked before about how Twitch has been hosting several charities on their site. One of them, notably, being Autism Speaks, which I don't have to explain what's wrong with that. But they had that people apparently are voting on like a user voice forum. I think it's called.
Yeah.
To have Twitch reevaluate that decision.
Please.
Not sure. All right, I just put it. I'm checking the link again. It's gotten a couple thousand signatures,
Which is good.
I wonder if anything's gonna happen with it. All that I can say though is that people are speaking up about it.
Yeah. I'm...
So
I hope
they listen.
Fucking shit landmine. This is the past trauma and just kind of nihilist to me. I don't think they're going to change at all. This seems more like a PR stunt. But I do earnestly hope that they listen. I hope I'm wrong, is what I'm saying.
Well, people have hope because they did get rid of LGB Alliance,
Which is good.
Which,
That's
good.
That's actually a fair shout. Like, I wasn't expecting that either.
Yeah. So that's honestly my take on it. They got rid of one. There's a chance of getting rid of this other one.
Okay, yeah. Just
So,
drop the abusive fake charities, and maybe there's hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Expect the worst, hope the best. You know.
Yeah, which is where I'm at right now. How many fucking owls are there gonna... Okay, sorry, I'm just getting sick of these bastards.
Owl.
But, yeah, so, again, I'm probably not going back to Twitch ever, but I do hope they continue to improve. Like, I wish well for the people on the platform. I wish the people at the top, the slowest death. That's just because they're capitalist.
And he doesn't mean the top streamers. He means the guy in charge of the platform. Yeah, the suits.
Yeah, top streamers. I hope they're having a great day. I hope everyone, all the streamers who aren't as massive as top streamers, are also having a good day. Except for that one guy on Twitter. This is a good segue into something else I want to talk about. I feel like everyone in my chat's probably heard about this. And damn, I feel better about how I treat chat. Holy fuck. Yeah, there's a clip rolling around. I believe Philip DeFranco talked about it. I know Charlie talked about it. That someone came into stream. Streamer said like, "Hey, where have you been? You haven't been here in a while." Like, kind of cutting up, like.
Oh yeah, DeFranco talked about this.
Yeah. And she replies honestly, like, "Hey, yeah, my mom passed away, so it's kind of rough right now. Had to handle that." And the man goes completely off of his shits, saying, "We are not going to talk about that in this chat. what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, dude, she answered your fucking question. What are you talking about? Oh, fuck. But no, man went off his shits. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? That was an honest answer to a question.
Jeez.
All she said unprompted was hello.
And then, and to make it worse, I'm pretty if memory serves, and I heard this whole story from Phil DeFranco, so that's where this is from. But one thing he said was that she eventually later on said on Twitter that she was partially in the wrong.
Okay, so
it
basically,
up. Like, no.
So how that went down?
I think she was gaslighted into saying that.
Yes. So how that went down? I think her tweet is the biggest reason that we knew about this in the first place, because her tweet's kind of what made this blow up in the first place. But in that tweet, she was playing like, "Yeah, I was probably in the wrong for the way I worded that, but still, I want y'all's opinions on this." And everyone was like, "What the fuck do you mean? You answered this question."
Yeah.
It's like, what? This is like I use the term psychopath shit maybe a little too loosely here, but that is like genuine. The man needs help with how violently he reacted to this.
Yeah, he showed a very clear lack of empathy, which that is one of the number one symptoms of narcissism.
Yeah.
It's not indicative of it.
Not indicative, but damn.
But yeah.
Damn, he could have fooled me. It was so bizarre. Just I've kind of seen the clip from several people at this point, analyzing it and whatnot. Like I'm unfortunately very familiar with this dickhead's reaction. It's so fucking alien to me. I don't understand it. If Hatter came today and, Lord forbid, said that their mother passed away, again, Lord forbid, we're not hoping that happens, but it said that, I would be very empathetic. Like, holy shit, that's a terrible thing that happened. Like, please take time for yourself. Like, I don't know what part of you instantly thinks, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, where does that even come into play? Like, I don't even know where that emotion shows up in this situation.
To be fair, the way how the streamer reacted was more so of, "Hey, you killed the vibe. Please don't do that," which is not a good reaction.
No, and like here's the thing, and Charlie talked about this to an extent, and I've had issues with this. There is an issue where people will roll in and treat Twitch chat as like their therapy session, and that is a problem. It's a very
not a therapist.
Yeah, like, not a therapist.
I may have a minor in psychology, but that's it.
No, but like some people, especially early on while I was streaming, there were viewers that had a tendency to just decide, today I'm going to trauma dump into chat, unprompted. I was like, oh, how the fuck do I handle this? And that was a genuine kind of difficult thing to deal with, because it's bizarre. It's not something someone's usually equipped to do. So there is that worry. Here's the problem. First off, the only thing she said unprompted was, "Hey there." That's it.
Yeah.
That was the only unprompted thing.
I haven't seen in a while. What's up? Which honestly, that's a legitimate question.
Legitimate question,
But
like
then,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey Melly, we're talking.
turns out.
Hey Melly, we're talking about that one dickhead that abused this chat. You've probably heard about this.
Yeah. I forget their name, but their name doesn't deserve.
Their name's irrelevant. I do know his name, and I'm purposely not saying it. No, it's yeah, that guy was awful. Okay, yeah, Melly was what we're talking about. No, it's like,
Yeah.
like yeah, sure. There's that worry, like don't want to treat like stream like you're yeah. I just talked about it's not your therapy session. You can't trauma dump. But she wasn't trauma dumping. She was answering the question pretty succinctly, like yeah, my mom died. Like okay, is it a personal thing that's sad? Yes, but it's not answering the question. Like hey, sometimes you do just need some support. Like come on. Also, it's like I think that's a completely rational way to answer that question. And like here's the thing.
I'd agree. Yeah.
Here's the thing that gets me. Even if it wasn't, let's assume we live in the world for a second where she said something completely out of pocket. Let's assume that she just rolls up saying, "Hey, my mom died." Let's assume that. First off, I still think there's some good leeway there, especially if she's clearly a regular. So like there's something to be said there. But here's the thing that gets me. I said it just a second ago. Where the hell are these emotions of like rage and annoyance popping out from your mind. I don't understand where these even fucking come from. Yeah, like why was his first reaction to the situation like annoyance to the point of almost anger? I've seen the clip so many times at this point. He looks furious at this.
Yeah, that's what gets to me.
Where is that coming from? Like, how can you hear that and think, what the fuck are you doing saying this here? What are you on about? If there was and there wasn't, I can confidently say there wasn't a problem. But again, let's live in a universe where that was maybe a bad time to say that. You know what you don't do? Fucking yell at them right there and then. You know what you do? You take them aside, say, like, hey, I appreciate you, and we love and respect you, and we hope you're doing okay. Maybe there's a better way to say this. And like, you take him aside privately, and you talk to him.
Yeah.
And you're delicate about it.
He may not have been able to do, because he sounded like he was a large streamer.
He had 50 viewers.
Okay, never mind.
Which, compared to Twitch, is large. Like, he is in the top 5% with 50 viewers. That's just how the numbers work. But still.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be, hey, so sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, exactly. Melly's right. Like, you deal with this delicately. Yeah. You don't fucking lose your, like, go off your shits completely. Like, I'm still baffled by this.
Never yell at somebody who's going through trauma.
No!
That only adds more trauma.
Like, what does this help? It doesn't help shit. Again, it's such an alien reaction to me. Like, if this ever happened in my chat, even if it was worse, like worse timing or something, or like maybe phrased more poorly, his reaction is still so alien to me.
Yeah. Like I said, definite lack of empathy.
Yeah, I know. It's like holy shit, it's a fellow human being. Like, even again, this was a correct. She is not in the wrong at all. Even if she was, I'm still like, what the fuck?
What also gets to me is again where she said on Twitter, hey, I think
yeah, she felt so pressured.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she felt so pressured that she felt like she was in the wrong, where she absolutely was not in the wrong.
I think she was gaslighting in saying that, but we have no evidence of that.
No evidence of that, but definitely peer pressure at the very least. Like, holy shit. Because, I mean, imagine going through that trauma and getting yelled at like that from someone you thought was going to be, empathetic. Like,
Sheesh.
Fuck. Yeah, have some literal compassion for another human being. Like, why is that something I have to say?
Yeah.
Like, shit, I feel bad how I talk to y'all sometimes. Like, because, I cuss a lot at my friends. That's how we treat each other. I tell them to fuck off all the time, but I care so much about them. Like, I do it with y'all sometimes. I feel bad about it at times. But, like, holy shit, I feel so much better. Like, damn, I'm not doing that bad. Fuck.
A good reminder, if you, and this applies to not just intelligence, but I use intelligence in this phrasing. If you are of average intelligence, that means 50% of the people of the world are stupider than you.
And 50% of people are smarter than you too. So that's it's an interesting balancing act. Like, if my emotionally stunted ass can care about random strangers, then that guy can't. Exactly. Like, why is this so hard?
Yeah. Clear lack of empathy.
Holy shit! I realize this is probably the most passionately I've spoken about anything today, but because it's so bizarre to me, I can't even imagine being in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean the situation of like, oh my goodness, someone in the stream's talking about their dead mom. No, I'm talking about how could you have a reaction to that information in that manner? What the fuck is going through your brain hole? I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. It's just
it's a shitty situation. Clear lack of empathy. I gotta wonder how that guy treats his friends in real life.
Holy shit! Really though, it seemed like they were like on really good terms.
Yeah, before the situation.
Yeah, before that, it's like they were. Fuck. Shit, man. If I ever do something dumb like that, I want y'all to fucking obliterate me. I want you to end my entire career. I trust y'all with that responsibility of ending my actual existence if I ever talk shit like that. Don't hesitate. Because I know better, for fuck's sake. I should never have an excuse to do that. Holy shit. I'm sorry, I got real passionate there a second.
No. I understand. It's just I don't really have anything to add to that.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. I went on for a bit there. Fuck.
You never have an excuse to not be compassionate.
No.
You always should be. Yeah.
Like, holy shit, like, he's looked older than I am. So I know he's lived enough life to know that, damn, it's just so much work hating someone. It's so much easier to be nice to people. Like, there are exceptions to this rule, of course. Sometimes people are being absolute twats and they deserve everything they get.
Yeah.
But damn. Like, why that? Why there? Why was that the hill you died on? Did you see his, air quotes, apology video?
No, I did not, actually. I thought
Yeah,
the
I don't
story ended there.
think Philip DeFranco went over this. Charlie did. No, the man released an apology video. I put that in air quotes because he never apologized, and he in fact doubled down, saying that he was right about the whole thing.
Ah, a fake apology video.
Yeah, no, that was bait. If you're expecting an apology, that was bait. No.
Yeah, no, I would have actually. I was actually legitimately surprised when you said apology at first.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of people were. It's like, okay, maybe he's finally done being completely off his shit. No, this was not. This was not a crime of passion, if you will. He genuinely just believes that he was right in every conceivable way.
That sounds like narcissism, but
yes.
I can't judge. I'm not a psychologist.
I can. I'm a narcissist. Okay, folks. Undiagnosed. I have no diagnosed narcissism. I'm also not a doctor, so don't. This is not medical advice.
Can you diagnose? Hold on, now I'm curious. Can you diagnose narcissism?
Yeah, absolutely. Most things can be diagnosed.
Narcissistic personality disorder.
Correct.
Okay, so that's the official term, but people just call it narcissist.
Correct. No, this is. Holy shit! I'm sorry. I went off there. I guess that's good for content, but like, I lost composure for a second.
Hey, you made it through that boss fight while you were talking about that, so that's impressive.
Thankfully, that boss fight was piss easy. He fires 4 attacks, fire ice. You go to the middle, rinse, repeat.
Fair enough.
I love your little. Yeah, I'm really glad. Everyone's gnomes are looking nice. I'm glad. I'm gonna start introducing some more ways of getting money. I know I've been saying that for a while. It's on the list. I promise. I swear. I've also got some more ideas for more cosmetics. I'll be releasing those soon. So we'll get some more little gnome stuff. I'm glad y'all are liking that. Damn, I'm getting more water again. That was a rant.
I'm out of chocolate milk. I'm down to water.
I'm gonna make clips of ours how content get you canceled on Twitter. Shit. No, that's valid. Yeah, it's just get an edited clip of me saying this is medical advice and then saying the most important shit. I'll never make it. Fucking hell. Oh, hey. Hi. I forgot there were other people in this area.
Hello. Don't mind.
I didn't order room service. I'm gonna consult my guide while they're doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
I feel like this is the start of an anime. Anyway.
That's how. Oh fuck! What?
What happened?
It's you! I know who you are!
They just gave you a ginger cookie. The fuck? So, wait, who is this?
They did this to me once before, like when I started the game.
The fuck?
They gave me a ginger cookie. I think I still have it in my retainer somewhere. It's just a little gift.
I mean, cool.
It's just people being nice. That's all. It's just that was significant for me and probably me alone, but still, I think it was
nice.
neat. I'm leaving because it's really awkward being here. It's like we're gonna continue on.
Yeah, I'm confused too, Hatter.
No, it's okay. It's okay. They're being nice.
I mean, yeah, you're allowed to be nice.
It was. I guess they're holding a little checkpoint, which I think is cute. It's a nice change of pace from the
It's like when you're going through the pit of 100 trials and then you find the merchant.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace from rant that I just had. Nice little checkpoint with a cookie. That'll do. That's good.
As a reminder, that merchant in the Pit of 100 Trials definitely knew the ways of capitalism, because the deeper down you get, the more expensive his stuff gets.
Yeah, I hate that guy. Gonna be real. Fuck that
That's
guy.
why you prepare beforehand.
How did he get down there so easily?
Yeah, good question.
that's what I've always wondered. What the hell are you doing down here?
Maybe he fights like a shopkeeper.
Which apparently can be pretty efficient. Now, granted that.
Yeah.
That's basically how I fight in Pokemon. I've never played competitive day in my life, but I got all the tools for it, so...
Yeah, because you used to breed Pokemon for competitive players.
Still do, apparently.
Yeah.
It's weird times we're living in. Take me back to my...
Batson, if you're gonna kick a random's ass in the Pokemon contest.
Random, perhaps. I'm worried about Shadan, though.
Oh.
My biggest... See, the biggest benefit I have, aside from just... No, so the negative... The bad side of this is I don't know the meta at all. I can make assumptions based on based on the tools at my disposal. But I don't know shit. Not really. What I do have, though, is a completely batshit insane personality disorder, and gimmicks. Shenan's sweet. Oh, Shenan's really sweet, but he's really good at video games.
Should Hold on. Random said Shadan is sweaty.
Oh, I misread that. I thought he said he was a sweetie. He's like, it's very nice and all. He is. He's very sweet. He's very nice. No, sweaty. No, that's what I'm worried about. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a team built. I may tweak it if I have time, because I purposely limited myself to use only new Pokemon and no legendaries or Ultra Beast equivalents.
Which is how I'm gonna play too. That's how I usually play Pokemon.
That's how I play with my OG team. That's how I'm gonna run into this tournament with. Which, to be fair, I didn't have to make a lot of exceptions for. There are a few of the Paradox Pokemon that I kind of wanted to have on the team. Maybe a few OG Pokemon I would have had. 6 Battles. No. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with the team I got. Not the team I have prepared. I think the only one OG Pokemon I would put on would be Mimikyu. I really like Mimikyu. But I'll be fine.
Mimikyu's adorable.
I'll be fine not having Mimikyu for now. That's a layered problem. I feel very confident about my team. I still need to do the last finish. I have one Pokemon I need to evolve still, and one I need to EV train, but for the most part it's basically done. I mean, I can do all that in an afternoon, yeah. But
the one time I even went as far as to purposely EV train a Pokemon was back in Sun and Moon.
That's fair.
And that was just to try and make progress on the battle tree, which is the equivalent of the battle frontier in that game.
Yeah, which is not a thing here, which hopefully it will be later, because I like Battle Frontier now. I understand how to get through it.
See, here's the thing. I feel like that would be great for paid DLC. Like, amazing, like things for hardcore players to do. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know so much about exclusive Pokemon, exclusive areas. That was a landmine.
Yeah, I have opinions on that, but that's a whole ass other conversation. The point is, my team. I'm hoping to catch them off guard. That's the only hope I have. I have 3 tricks up my sleeve with this team. He's probably familiar with 2 of them. The linchpin's the 3rd. That's the one that I hope stands the test of time.
I'm sure one of them has to do with terrestrialization.
Somewhat.
Somewhat, okay.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. I don't like using sleep strategies personally, so I don't have any sleep abuse on my team. I know it's usually banned in tournaments, but like even when it's not banned, not personally. I don't personally like it. It's good. It's a really good strategy. That's why it's used a lot. That's why it's banned. Not my cup of tea.
Does sleep work like it does in Legends?
No.
Oh, okay, so it's back to how it was.
It's back being, you're going to sit right the fuck there, and you're gonna sit down, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's, but yeah, so I don't have any sleep strategy on my team. I'm purposely keeping my team vague, partially because random's here.
Yeah.
Also because who knows
Another
who listens to the
landmine.
VODs. I don't want to spoil anything. I want it to be a fun surprise. But
Yeah.
I am thoroughly excited for it.
I'm just hoping that when I eventually play this game that I enjoy it, and I'm sure I will because I've
I
heard
think you
great
will.
things about it.
Yeah,
And it has been patched. I'm not sure if the frame rate's gotten any better.
it has
but,
actually a little bit. It's more consistent, at the very least, from what I've seen.
I mean, there's a reason why I like games that are locked at 30 FPS as opposed to like having it vary between 30 and 60.
That's fair. Yeah, it's more consistent now. It dips less. It still dips sometimes, but less from what I've noticed.
That's good. That's good. It's going in the right direction. And let's be honest, there will be paid DLC for Scarlet and Violet.
Oh yeah, that's already been confirmed. There's
not even a question.
There's a roadmap. Yeah.
Wait, there is?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of this. Hold on.
At least I'm pretty sure, unless I'm making that up in my head.
Scarlet. I can spell Scarlet. DLC. The DLC leak. DLC reveal possible next month.
Oh well, apparently I'm
Data miners discover stuff. So it's like it's in the cards, but it's not. Nothing's been announced officially.
Just kidding. I'm thinking about something else then. I don't know what. But...
Maybe the Sword and Shield DLC.
Nope, because I haven't thought about Sword and Shield since Sword and Shield came out. I'd like to keep it that way.
I still feel kind of guilty for starting that game and never actually finishing it.
I wouldn't feel that guilty. I'd do that. If I could go back in time and do that, I would have. I would have done.
Really missing much.
See, I would have done exactly what I did on a recent replay, because I was going to do a Nuzlocke for shits and giggles. I was bored, no new releases came out. I played the game, I got to the point 30 minutes in where I could catch my first Pokemon, a Wooloo, and then I closed the game because I wasn't having fun.
Alright, fair enough.
I was like, well, I guess I'm done. I'm glad I went to go play something else. I don't even know what I was playing.
I find it funny that I got further in my copy of Brilliant Diamond than I did in Pokemon Sword.
Yeah.
I think I got to I got to the point where I started seeing snow, which is at least I think at least 5 gyms in.
Yeah, that's decently in.
Whereas I stopped playing Sword after the 3rd gym.
Yeah, that's
Of course, max HP down.
Well, shit. Well, it's giving me the option to remove that. I will not do so. I'm going to save that for worse floors.
Yeah, like the Gloom.
Like Gloom, yes.
We'll deal with it for now.
And for now, we...
As long as you don't have to fight 5 owls.
Please no. Hey, but, you know, I enjoyed Scarlet and Violet pretty thoroughly. Looking forward to anything else that comes out from it. And I'm slowly getting prepared for tournaments.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one consistent thing that I've heard about Scarlet and Violet. It gives people hope for what the next step is, like what the next gen or like whatever the next release would be.
Yeah.
Which I think is good. I like this setup that they've got. I'm curious how the actual game will be once I actually play it. Because I've said before, if I don't get it from someone else for Christmas, I will just buy it myself around that time.
That's fair.
Because people will probably be selling like, nope, hello.
Oh, shit.
I'm sure people will probably be selling like cheaper copies around then. I have actually bought a copy of Pokemon Violet for someone else though for Christmas. So unfortunately, Game Freak already has my money.
Yeah, so you may as well at this point. One day, yeah.
Yeah. And like I still kind of feel bad because there was a time when I was like super into Pokemon, which oddly enough seems to be after the point that everybody else in our circle was. Sorry, what?
That was green. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Because like it seems to me that everybody in our circle was like really into Pokemon around like Gen 4 and 5 time. No, for me it was Gen 7.
I fucking love Gen 7.
Yeah. But then I was super into it. Even like that, I even went through and basically completed my copy of Let's Go Eevee. Then Sword came out, and
No. Hey, get out. You cringe.
And the similar thing happened recently with Legends Arceus. I really actually enjoyed that game. You're a frog again.
Oh. Here I remain.
Ribbit.
Yeah, Legends
But yeah,
Arceus.
I've got. Sorry, what?
Yeah, Legends Arceus. It was a breath of fresh air. That's for certain.
Yeah, sure. It had its gameplay issues, but to the game's credit, I think Legends Arceus had at least a decent frame rate.
For the most part, yeah.
Like, there was slowdown, but not as much as I saw with Scarlet and Violet. At least
not
with
as
the
much.
preview coverage.
It was a pretty consistent 25. That's good at least.
Yeah. Which, as I said before, I prefer consistent frame rate to high frame rate.
Which is fair. Like, absolute critical ideal. You have a game running at 140 that's capped at 60, so it never dips below 60. But like, that's not feasible for everything. Most things, in fact.
No. Also, silver treasure chest.
Yep. That would increase my HP pool armor. So for me, it's worthless.
Ah, fair enough. Okay, that's a future thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to transition topics? I've got another thing worth talking about.
Sure. What is it? 'Cause I only got one more thing on the docket.
So I don't know very much about it because because I was just walking on the treadmill at the gym there earlier today, and I saw this on the TV. I don't know how accurate this is or not, but apparently Elon Musk is suing a UCF student at the University of Central Florida for tracking his private plane.
The fuck?
Which, I don't know that much about it. However, I think this can only be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because if he loses, that's another L for Elon Musk, just to add on to the pile.
Yes.
And if he wins, think about this.
Okay.
If he wins, then that'll set a precedent that people aren't allowed to track your every movement.
Yeah, which...
Wonder what that's going to mean for Google.
Yeah, kind of an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bit. So honestly, I think that I like this move from Elon Musk.
I see this
as
an ultimate win.
Ever. I have never said that in my life. Probably, I don't know.
So I pity him.
He threw. So to be fair, he was the one who threw the gauntlet. So he's the one who put himself in this situation.
No, never mind. He's an asshole still. I see this as an absolute win, though. It's like you said. There's no
this
bad.
Can only be good.
Yeah, we say that, but for all we know, there's a secret third option that's going to end up landing on. It's going to be shit for everyone. I don't know what it is. I don't want to think about it.
The only one I could think of is kill the college student, which I really
What the
don't
fuck? I mean, valid. That is a thing that could happen. Yes, technically speaking. Dalton.
Yeah, no, really hope that doesn't happen. I don't know. I've been playing it. I've been playing a game called Persona, where you can where there are people who are powerful enough to order a hit inside of a police station.
I mean, yeah. A little extreme? Yeah, touch extreme, not gonna lie.
Yeah, just a bit.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. Fucking really, though.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about extreme. I tweeted about this, but I think it's just hilarious.
What's your topic?
I think it's just hilarious, the timing. I don't know who in chat saw this tweet. I hope no one, because it's way funnier if we just talk about it now.
Because I've not been on Twitter all day.
This is like, I think, 2 or 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
So y'all know, or might not know, but just setting the scene here. I fucking love unfiction projects, ARG, and like analog horror. That shit's my jam. I love it. If you don't fully understand what that is, that's okay. It's basically a very fun brand of like storytelling, usually horror.
Okay.
Or psychological horror at the very least. That's just my jam. I love that kind of thing. Marble Hornets, a classic, and it spawned so many fucking things, like projects as a result. Yes, very much survived. Thank you, I guess. I don't know how to take that.
I mean, just look at your character, seriously. Your character, it's some alternate universe, Nomad is an SCP.
I really gotta contact an artist. I have a couple things set for that, but that's a later.
Oh no.
That's a not now problem. Anyway, so I was going down the rabbit hole. We're just looking at shit, and I arrived back on an old flame of mine, Nexpo. He's a YouTuber. He makes a lot of content revolving this. Doesn't post very frequently, but when he does, they're very long form, very well edited videos. I personally,
okay.
You'll personally find me over on Nightmind's channel more often. He posts a little more consistently, still edited videos, but it goes a little more depth into the projects he's talking about. But Nexpo, bless him, he arrives in my recommended feed. Now,
okay.
if I had been told that, yeah, you get Nexpo in your feed, I would expect him to be talking about the PS1 haunted disc collection, which is a collection of PS1 style horror games, all put into one disc, which is really fun, by the way. It's I think a lot of those games were made during game jams, so it's showing a lot of creativity for people and under constraints. Or he'd be talking about some sort of old school project like Marble Hornets, which is a crazy unfiction project that spawned this entire genre for the most part. But no sir, no siree, none of those. Nothing that I may have expected. I see something that I have definitely seen before, but tucked into the recesses of my brain. I see him talking about Kanye Quest 3030. And why
what?
And why it's connected to an actual IRL cult. This is a 3-year-old video. I want you to know that. That video is 3 years old.
Okay.
I watched it 3 years ago when it came out. Kanye Quest 3030 was an old RPG Maker game. About, you play as Kanye West. And you go to the year 3030 to stop evil clones of rappers. Normally the story would stop right there, because that kind of shit is kind of dime a dozen with RPG Maker games. The problem is it doesn't stop there. One of the NPCs in the game will ask you, who's just on the street, just kind of vibing the fuck out, will ask you, hey, what do you want to do? And then you are given a prompt, a six-digit prompt, and like a keyboard. Like, you can type whatever you want in. For most things you put in there, he'll just respond with something completely irrelevant. Like, it's not, you know, it's whatever. He's not assumed to be important. He's just a dude on the street, basically. However, if you type in ascend, this is when shit cracks open.
Okay.
The game it introduces itself like, hey, sorry, this is a complete front. Kanye Quest is not an actual game. Why are you here? Aside from this. And starts leading you down a fucking insane rabbit hole. Related to an actual IRL Ascensionist cult.
Okay.
I can't make this shit up. And I just thought it was very interesting.
Considering oh, hello.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I don't know if this is aged like wine or cheese, but it is aged.
Oh my god. Yeah, consider current events. Yeah.
Yeah, I posted on Twitter. I was like, I don't know how this is aged, but it's aged. You have aged. Congratulations. I saw that. I was like, I had to share this with people. I'm gonna out the kind of shit I watch for fun, but I don't care.
Of all things, my goodness.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah.
I don't even know how to react to that, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like, there's nothing to say. He's like, I remember watching the video. It came out 3 years ago. It's like, huh.
This seems crazy. No way he'd do anything like that in real life.
I'm glad this is just fiction, and I'm gonna settle on wine. That's what I'm gonna settle on. Aged like wine is what I'm gonna conclude. Huh. History really does repeat itself, doesn't it? History rhymes and all that shit.
Truth is stranger than fiction, you know, and all
Fucking
that.
really. The game's about time travel. I didn't think it'd actually predict the future. What the fuck? This is some bullshit.
I mean, there are all those jokes about like The Simpsons to predict in the future.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a different thing, but still, it's holy shit. Yeah, I had to share that with people. I was like, huh. Yeah, well, I need y'all's opinions on this. I don't know what there is to say, but damn. That was definitely a thing that happened. Get away from the fucking pillar.
Aged wine, but who knows what year it's from.
So I don't know what year
I
this
see,
is
okay.
from, but it's aged. But also another fun fact about that: we all know who made the game. Author
Oh,
unknown.
fun.
Author completely unknown. I just thought that
I'm
was
sure
interesting.
someone is going to go on a mad hunt for that.
Oh, they already.
knowing
People already
this.
have. Like, again, this is 3 years ago. People haven't stopped. No one's found anything. It's any pseudonym is a dead end. I just thought that was interesting. Yeah, I kind of blocked on Twitter. I didn't see it. Oh shit! It blocked. It's a blocked term on Twitter. Fuck, that might be why I didn't. Surprisingly few people saw my tweet. That's interesting.
I just haven't been on Twitter all day, so.
That's fair. Yeah, so it was like 3 days ago. I think like 2 people were liked it. I was like, huh. I kind of expected more from this. Was this not as batshit as I was expecting?
I mean, I understand why you'd block Kanye on Twitter because
Kanye the person, but apparently also
current
Kanye
events.
the term, like as in the word. And you know what? That's
Yeah.
fair. Pop off. Sorry, no, you have nothing to apologize for. It's just an interesting coincidence.
I mean, to its credit, one thing Twitter does well, it does actually do those block terms things well. I remember in the lead up to Xenoblade 3, I was blocking everything Xenoblade related on the platform.
Mm-hmm. Did it actually work though?
More or less.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say anything at all. I was just spamming a button. Yeah, just kind of reeling from the still. I get tired of him being an idiot and people repeating it over and over again. No, that's fair. Absolutely valid. Yeah, I ain't blaming you for shit.
The way that I treat social media, I only follow people that either I A, know, or B, look up to and I think are actually good people, that I like, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think a lot of people would
It's
agree
hard to
with
put
you.
in words. I don't follow random shit.
No.
9 times out of 10. Then again, there is that 10th time when you find a parody account of Grisco, and it's amazing.
Yeah, Grisco parody count, or as Melly is so affectionate. I think it was Melly or Cherry, one of the two. It really appreciates the fact that I retweet the going to work on Saturday meme from Toy Story 2 every single Saturday morning.
Yeah, I see that every Saturday, and it's funny every time. It's just like, it's Saturday.
I'm glad that people noticed that and appreciate it. 'Cause I was doing it for me, for all intents and purposes. That was for me. That wasn't for anyone else. I just thought that shit was funny. And I'm easily amused. Alright, we're almost to the end of this floor, and that'll probably be the end of the stream. I
Yeah,
hope
the set, you mean?
I hope I don't fucking die. Oh yeah, upset. Yeah, it's me. Okay, I thought it was Melly.
Yeah.
I get names confused sometimes. It's nothing personal. My memory is just shit.
Eh, it happens.
It took me a year to remember your name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I don't like admitting it, but it's true. It took me way too long to remember your name was James.
I mean, I'm the same way. I do learn faces more before I learn names.
Yeah. Oh, well, fuck! What the fuck are you? Piss off.
Eh.
Well, yeah.
It helps to keep track of the day of the week sometimes, but it's also just good humor.
You know, honestly, it's fair. 'Cause I forget it's Saturday, and I'll open Twitter, I see that, like, oh shit, it's Saturday. Gotta drive all the way to work, can you believe this? All the way to work on a Saturday.
It's just right across the street. Pixar. Some of the stuff you put out nowadays is gonna be kind of but a lot of the stuff is still, a lot of the stuff you used to put out is gold.
I feel like Al aged like wine.
Yeah.
I feel like Al's a character. I don't know, something about him is aged well. Like, yeah, that fits. I still believe this entirely.
Do you believe that? Well, hold on. I gotta wonder. Was Al's Toy One like a cameo or something in Toy Story 3? I gotta wonder.
No, it went out of business, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
It
that was like the end of Toy Story 2, I think. Like, he was going out of business.
Oh. I don't remember that part, jeez.
Am I making that up? Was that... Maybe it was in the bloopers? I don't know. I remember he was Sad Chicken Man in the commercial, that was it.
I don't remember the message being out of business, though, jeez.
I made a mistake on that. I'm willing to believe it, though.
I'd have to go back.
He
and
didn't
watch.
seem like the most sound decision maker.
Nah.
He's become more real as you've grown. Like, yeah, like this is absolutely a person I would meet at work one day. I feel like I met an Al or two. Okay, he was weeping his dad wasn't out of business yet. Okay, gotcha.
Ah, okay. You know, it's been a little bit since I've seen that movie, so yeah. And then they made a fourth one. Did you see the fourth one?
Yeah. Sorry, going there. Yes,
I
I've seen
saw it, and I'll be honest, I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, I think the only thing I really remember is that they kind of treated Buzz dirty. They made him a dumbass, which, dude, and he's not like Einstein or anything, but come on. I don't know. I wasn't necessarily impressed by the fourth one.
Nah, I wasn't either. Like I said, I don't remember anything about it.
I don't have the same.
I know
like,
I've seen it though.
I don't have like the vitriolic hate for it that my mother has and like people on Twitter. I like 4 better than 3, and that's perfectly fine. It didn't jive with me personally. Yeah, that might be controversial. I'm pretty sure it is. It's like I don't agree with it, but like whatever. I don't care. See, we were talking about this. So me and Cher were watching a video, and we're gonna keep watching a video probably after stream. I feel like I've shown people Shea Frillis reviews.
Yeah, I know Shea Frillis.
Yeah, Shea Frillis is awesome. He just dropped like over an hour-long video of reviewing every Disney animated feature, all of them.
Oh my, okay. That's a lot.
But he mentioned like on his very lowest one was dinosaurs. He started with dinosaurs. Remember the movie Dinosaurs? You remember that?
I think so, actually. I think I have seen that.
Yeah, I agree with him that that's probably the most shit Disney movie. But he even said like, look, I'm not that married to the idea. Like, if you disagree, I want to hear your reasons why you like this movie. I'm. But then his next immediate example, and Cher got really worried. She looked at me worried when he said this. Was like, yeah, I don't really get upset with controversial opinions. I heard someone put Majora's Mask at the very bottom of their Legend of Zelda ranking once, and all I had to say was, oh, that's kind of silly. And I paused the video immediately and say,
what the fuck?
I paused the video immediately and say, and I looked to her, I was like, Look, I'm pretty tolerant about other opinions. However, I guarantee you I would write a fucking video essay to explain why they're fucking wrong and they did that. It's like, this man's more tolerant than I am.
Yeah, no, I can understand, like, I can understand people's complaints with Majora's Mask, but I wouldn't say it's near the bottom. Jeez.
It wasn't even near the bottom. At the bottom. Was the bottom.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like...
Yeah, no, when stuff like the bullshit of Zelda 1 and 2 both exist.
I do. I rank it above Chicken Little, though. That's actually fair, because Chicken Little was his immediate next option. Yeah, Dinosaurs was 61, Chicken Little was 60. So, like, you have slightly different opinions, but not by that much. You know, Chicken Little was... I'm ashamed to say, we watched Chicken Little so much at my house when I was younger.
Yeah, actually, I remember seeing Chicken a little too much.
Yeah, way too much. Way too fucking much. And I don't even know if I really... I liked it then, like, kind of. I was getting sick of it at some point, definitely. But yeah, the older I get, the more I'm like, hey, what the fuck? Why was this being played over and over again at my house?
The older I get, the more I realize that he is a garbage father.
He was a shit dad. Seriously, that's one of the, it's not the only issue, but it's one of the biggest issues, that he's a shit dad who gets no consequences for what he's done.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Now, granted, that's not the only problem.
It is far from the only problem. It is a pretty big one, though.
Yeah.
I remember when Disney tweeted out, like, Happy Father's Day, and they included Buck Cluck. And everyone was like, that man was an asshole. What are you doing?
Oh, fuck.
No.
Boom. No.
No, sir. We marathoned all the Disney anime movies a couple times. I would skip Chicken Little if I were to pick one. No, that's absolutely fair.
I mean, according to what you just said, there's 61 of them. Jeez.
Yeah, and he didn't count, like, he had very specific criteria. No direct-to-DVD sequels.
I was about to ask if Pixar movies were on there.
No Pixar. Basically, it had to be made by Disney Animation Studios. So, like, something like the Goofy movie was not ranked. He called out the Goofy movie specifically as the example. He said, if any of you chuckle fucks put in the comments, you forgot the Goofy movie, I will end your existence. If you're curious where I put it, it's rank 15. Which, honestly, is pretty good. You know what? I'll take that.
Yeah.
Goofy movie is pretty good. That's 15 out of 61? Sure, go for it.
It's a week. Yeah, I can imagine. Jeez.
Same as our criteria. Yeah, that's fair. I think it's a very valid criteria. I don't think it's like ultra specific or anything.
It's funny that honestly, most of the animated movies that I like watch and remembered were Pixar. Like start listing off some of the like Disney in-house animated stuff, and like sure, I could probably give you opinions, but I honestly wouldn't remember it as well. Like I've seen Tarzan, but I don't remember. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was like amazing.
No, that's fair. It's a lot of them are kind of a weird spot for me. I don't know.
I wonder what his number one was.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out after stream. We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. But like, here's the thing,
And like what I'm getting at is I'm not sure what movies are on that list.
We own the Disney Masterpiece Collection VHS, so I grew up in the classics. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, fair.
I grew up with my dad as a pirate, so we also grew up in the classics.
I see the apple falls not far from the tree.
You know, who you think taught me? You think I learned this shit? No. I was taught. Alright, let me
hello.
consulting my notes.
Yeah, like what other movies are on that list? What? Because like, I'm not sure.
We got the Black Cauldron.
I don't remember that movie.
No, because it almost killed the entire company when it came out.
Okay.
We almost had the Black Cauldron to thank for almost killing Disney.
Oh, jeez.
I'm very curious about the timeline where it successfully killed Disney.
Who would own Star Wars then, I wonder?
Who owned Star Wars before Disney bought it?
I mean, it was made by Lucasfilm, but
All right, then probably Lucasfilm. No one had to buy it.
okay, one movie that I know is probably on that list, Lion King. I enjoyed Lion King. It was a very good movie.
Oh yeah, it's probably on there somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably near the top.
I don't remember. I don't remember thinking of it as like the great masterpiece that a lot of people probably see it as. But it is a great movie.
Hold on, Melly, what's the really in reference to? Sorry, I was looking away. I didn't see when you texted that. I'm looking at my notes. Sorry.
Black. I have nostalgia about Black Cauldron. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie.
Nostalgia about Black Cauldron? Yeah, Black Cauldron, when it came out, sold so low it nearly obliterated the company.
Jeez.
It's bizarre.
It's like what happened to Alpha Dream.
Fuck. See, I feel like I've appreciated Lion King more now I've seen Jon Favreau's remake, and how much I hate it. I have retroactively enjoyed the original Lion King more now that I've seen how shittily made Jon Favreau's Lion King is.
To be fair, I thought they got the story down just fine. It was just the animation was awful.
And you know what? There's the thing. They didn't. I don't have the notes in front of me, but they actually fucked up some very important things in the story, which I don't know how. You just have to copy. You just have Control-C, Control-V with the story. That's all you had to do.
Yeah, that's honestly all I expected. I don't remember. I saw that movie once and not again.
Oh, that's right. Black
Cauldron.
Cauldron. Yeah, Black Cauldron. It was PG. It traumatized kids. Which fuck yeah, let's do that more often. That's gonna be the clip that cancels me.
I am not one for traumatizing children. I was traumatized by exactly one movie, and that's why I no longer watch horror movies. And you know what that movie was? It was an animated movie called Monster House, and it wasn't that good.
Oh, and yeah, that's fair.
It wasn't that good, honestly. Like I went back and watched it. Sure, it was kind of creepy at times, but it was not good.
Yeah, Big Scary Skull Man. Yeah, no, absolutely valid. I understand why kids are scared of it. I probably would have been scared of it too. I was a bastard to a little child. I was a little shit. Was?
Yeah, you're the one of the two of us who likes stuff like creepypastas. No, I'm not for me. I get squeamish.
That's fair.
Well, yeah, you guys remember Monster House apparently. Yeah.
That was a pretty big thing when it came out, I think. I remember a lot of advertisements for it.
Black Cauldron is more like a D&D campaign.
Yeah, it kind of is, but like without a lot of the funny parts. Like there's no levity, it's all played completely straight. I don't know, I feel like Black Cauldron could have been really good. I also know Black Cauldron's gotten a lot of, like, a bit of a cult following in recent years.
Hmm?
I don't know, perhaps I judged it too harshly. Maybe I should watch it again.
I have not even seen it once.
That's okay.
Should I fix that?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna say definitively whether you should or shouldn't.
Because I have been proven that there are movies that I haven't seen that I wish I'd seen sooner, and the most recent example of that was Nightmare Before Christmas. I mentioned before that I watched it for the first time on Halloween, and I really enjoyed it.
Sorry,
I see you're trying not to die.
Sorry, I'm being a little quiet because shit was happening that I wasn't fully anticipating.
Yeah, no, don't die.
I'm not.
Time is not a worry. You got a whole 20 minutes, and you're definitely shredding its health bar.
Okay. Health bar's getting a little bit sturdier now that it lost its vulnerability, but that's okay.
Or Vuln stacks.
I prefer not to use those right now if I could help it. If I can't help it, I'll use them.
Now watch. Oh, you mean Nightmare Before Christmas in 3D? I don't know. I don't know if there's a 3D option in Disney Plus.
Oh, you gotta go to theaters for that.
Or watch a special release of the DVD. Which yes, they did. They did release some movies in 3D.
Oh, I know.
I don't know
I got
exactly
Shrek
how that
3D.
worked.
It was bad. I swear, I don't mean to say everything is bad. I promise. I'm not that cynical. We just happen to talk about a lot of bad things frequently.
Almost like you enjoy bad media.
It's yes, but when I say it's bad in that way, I mean it's bad and I don't like it. When I say, holy shit, it's so bad, that's the kind of bad that I love. I love that kind of shit.
Enough.
Again, The Room. Tommy Wiseau as an entire person is bad, but it's amazing. Jon Favreau, bad. I don't want to watch again. What the fuck, Jon Favreau?
Here's the thing. Jon Favreau has apparently done great things for the Star Wars universe.
Yes, and he's done. I remember him as Chef. Really fucking iconic movie. Why are you dealing with the Lion King? What's your damage?
I guess he's one of those he needs guidance.
What are you doing here again?
Hello.
Nope, fuck it. I'm out.
Oh, you got the floor 40.
That's a 200. And it only slows down from here.
Oh boy.
Bloody hell.
I mean, what are we doing tomorrow? Same thing?
Probably the same thing.
Yeah.
Odds are good.
Let me check the schedule.
My bones, they are sore.
Yeah. Yep, same thing tomorrow.
It's coming.
More trying to become a necromancer.
I pray
will
for the
Nomad succeed tomorrow? Definitely. Probably not, but...
I pray for the improvement or death of the live action remake. Seriously. Like, now... Yeah, I really hope that's... I really hope we get that change. Fuck you, shitbag. Asshole.
To be fair, the CEO that's there now is one that was there before this guy, so...
Yes.
I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, so hopefully we see a massive change. And I would be fine with the complete extinction of live action remakes. I wouldn't be sad.
Yeah. You tell a story in animation, or you tell a story in live action.
Yeah, I would like to...
What if they were to... Jeez, this is a... I don't know if this is a good idea or a terrible one. What if they were to release a movie in both animation and live action at the same time?
Terrible.
I
see no
feel
benefit.
like that...
Okay, because I was about to say, I would still like an answer to this. I want you to tell me one single time... The chance it's a single movie, though. It's not what he meant. I want you to tell me a single time that the live action remake was better than the animation. Maybe I'm forgetting something. Also, thank you for streaming. Yeah, thank you for being here, Melly. I appreciate it. 101 Dalmatians? I'm looking at you. I'm giving you a look at her.
Yeah. I have only seen each version once, and I don't remember either of them.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't...
That's how creepy how creepy Cruella de Vil looked.
Oh, that's potential.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't recall off the top of my head. Again, it may have been done. I just don't have any memory of this. Where the live action remake was better. I don't... Am I blind by nostalgia? I don't know. Like, some of these live action remakes are of like movies that... Cinderella, maybe? Did that have a live action remake?
I mean, there was that movie Maleficent.
Ugh.
I don't know if it was any good or not.
No, I saw it. Actually, yes, Cinderella, specifically the brand. Oh, shit, hold on. Oh shit, you're right. Yeah.
By the way, when I was a kid, this is actually, since we're talking about live action movies, I was just going through a bunch of them in my head. When I was a kid, we had the movie The Jungle Book 2. I didn't know it was a second movie. I thought it was the first one. So when I went over to a friend's place and it's like, yeah, I've seen The Jungle Book before. Let's watch the second one. Wait. It was the same movie that I'd already seen.
Branson, yeah, I see this. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this at all. I didn't even know this was a thing.
Mm.
Huh. I don't know if it was better. OG Cinderella
My thing is, I don't.
kind of boring.
Sorry.
So
My thing is, I don't keep track of. I don't like pay attention to the live action stuff, like the live action remakes or anything like that. Yeah. My investment in Disney stuff is Pixar and Star Wars. 90% just Pixar and Star Wars.
that's fair. All right, folks, calling it there. I'm tired. We got a lot of good talks though. Holy shit, we filled the time.
Yeah, the best live action remakes are the ones that you forget are remakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will talk to y'all hopefully tomorrow. Assuming everything goes well. Yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye, folks.
Take care.